to the main event. Welcome to the main event. Welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In a minute. It's been a minute, so let me warm up a little bit. Welcome to the main event. I be your host, Main Event Pro. We gonna talk about a little wrestling tonight. It's the weekly wrestling conversation. We got 10 topics that we gonna go over, and we gonna talk about them. Give our thoughts on it. The link is in the chat, and we gonna get down to it. You know what I'm saying? So let me hit y'all with the intro so we can dive right into it.
Welcome to
Dom, I think I know what you were trying to do. Welcome to
the main event. The most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube.
I want y'all to do me a favor. Tyler, I see you at the bottom right there. Do me a favor. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button because it ain't hard. All you got to do is push the goddamn button.
Come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push the button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
You're new to the channel. I'm telling you right now.
But I am telling you right now.
Hit that subscribe button. Let's do it, people. You're new to the channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on the way in. That's how you support the channel. And we're about to dive into this thing. So I got somebody at the front gate. We're about to bring them up real quick.
Let's suit up. Let's get ready for service.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, Tyler?
What up?
What it do with you?
Just chilling, man. You know, lots of wrestling.
Okay. Trying to get your wrestling in.
Yeah, man.
Gonna do that. Okay. So we just gonna talk about. I got like topics to talk about. So we're gonna do it that way. I'm gonna let you know the topics. Okay, so the first topic we got for the night is Jimmy Uso sacrifice his WrestleMania for Jey Uso. And let me tell y'all, Jimmy Uso was getting pushed. We saw the push. We seen it coming. We like, okay, it's gonna be like a fatal 4-way or maybe a 6-man elimination match with Jimmy involved inside the United States Championship. Thinking Jimmy Uso may try to snatch him a title. But instead, Jimmy Uso detoured. He pivoted. He went to help Jey Uso boost up his storyline. That's what he did, huh? That's what he did. So he went to Raw to help Jey Uso and the Gunther feud. And he did a good job. Jimmy did a good job. He actually helped the feud get spiced up. He got more people interested in their feud. Even though he got beat down, he got the beat down on him. And also, it helped out Gunther also. Because it gave Gunther that reason to give Jey Uso hell that he been talking about. I'm going to give you 10 weeks of hell. Yeah, it took about 7 weeks. But he finally got in to do his thing. And this the Gunther we've been looking for. This the Gunther we talking about Jey Uso facing. Now, let's see, can Jey Uso amp himself up and get back to the main event, Jey Uso. The right-hand man, Jey Uso, and get back in the picture. Tyler, what you got to say about this topic?
I think, like, I don't know, like, I think I I think Gunther is the champion. And he been champion so long. You know, um, I I like Jay. I like both these guys. I'm a wrestling fan. It's crazy. I want to build my own wrestling, you know, channel and all that stuff. No hate.
Yes.
No, I just I want to feel comfortable on YouTube. And I want to build my own podcast. It's something I like. I like Jay.
Yeah.
He people hate on him. But I heard rumors. It's a lot. It's not made event. What? Like, I'm not trying to be what? Yeah, I like Warner Reigns and CM Punk. That food is amazing too. You know, and I
Yeah.
yeah, you know.
Okay. Yeah, but the Jay Uso is the reason everybody was hating because the feud was dead. They didn't hype the feud up like they're supposed to.
Yeah,
They didn't it
yeah,
didn't come through like they supposed to, and it was dry. It kept doing the same thing over and over. Jay Uso saying the
yeah,
same thing over and over. It needed an extra kick to it. It needed some of that in it, huh?
yeah.
But
I agree.
that's what we got. Now we got to see what they do with it. They put it in their hands. Now they got to continue this for like 2.5 more weeks. Yeah, a
Yeah,
week and a half is up
I
there.
don't know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is what
and
we're gonna do.
I know,
Oh, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
know, I think Jimmy don't help him, and that that my opinion about it. But I don't know. Like, I think Luther don't win this. I don't know.
Nah, Jay Uso got no choice but to win. If Jay Uso lose, they might as well just give up on him, put him back in the tag team division. So
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
so Jay Uso has to win. Now he's gonna overcome it. He's gonna have to overcome it. Now he's gonna get dominated in the match. He's gonna get beat. It's gonna be that 1, 2. Oh, you're gonna get some of that. Gonna
Yeah.
get a lot of that. Jay Uso gonna get put in the sleeper where he goes to sleep. The referee picks his arm up. 1, pick it up again. 2, pick it up the third time. Oh, now he's he hooking out of that shit. And then Jey Uso gonna start to get the baby face comeback, the John Cena comeback, and do his little 3 moves of doom. Super kick, spear, splash for the win.
Yeah.
So that's mainly how that's gonna go. But he got no choice but to win.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna let's move to this next topic, right? Jacob Fatu
Ooh.
overcomes the odds. Now, let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. He overcoming the odds. He already had to overcome the odds, right? The getting messed over by Solo and Tama. He had Braun Strowman in the way. Finally got his bloodline out the way. Finally got Braun out the way. Now he's had to scrape the WrestleMania for a 1-on-1 against LA Knight. But still, will he overcome the odds of his Solo interfering in the match? Interfering in the match and may cost Jacob Fatu the title? Or will he overcome it? Will he knock Solo out? Like Solo shows up and he told Solo to stay out of his business. You know what I mean? Stay out the business. So if Solo shows up, will Jacob Fatu lay out Solo? And once he lays out Solo, Solo comes back for revenge and try to cost Jacob the match. And he still overcomes the odds and defeats LA Knight?
Mm.
Or would Jacob Fatu fail because of Solo?
Yeah, I think that going to happen. I think Jacob is been killing it, the, I have set his family, man, like, because I know his data, and because I know his Tyler Free person really cool. She do amazing stuff,
Yeah.
She draws, I really, I love Jacob.
So you do you think Solo gonna interfere in this match?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think Jacob Fatu like you think he's gonna like overcome it, or he gonna fall victim and lose?
I don't know. Let's see. Um, the, Jacob is killer in that ring. I love Jacob. He, dude. I've been watching him like so long right now. Like in Major League Wrestling. My God, like, dude, he been killing it since there, and I've been loving him.
Yeah.
I want to see that kid in WE, and I want him on like not like team with Soto. I want him on the like separate. Oh, or my opinion is put Jacob, Zeta, and maybe Warner Wings, maybe.
What kind of match you talking about? Like you fantasy booking right now?
No, like on like team.
On the team?
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu is it'll be a while before you see him on somebody else's team.
Yeah. I put him like that.
Yeah, he pretty much gonna do his own thing. But I rather Jacob Fatu capture the title, have a strong title run with the United States championship. Due to the fact that Solo may interfere, then I was looking for something. Then Solo and Jacob Fatu can have their match like a payback. I don't know what's after WrestleMania. I don't know for sure.
SummerSlam?
Not SummerSlam in the summer. I think it's Payback or Backlash.
Payback.
One of the two. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
And then him and Solo can go at it then, or maybe a triple threat. Jacob Fatu versus Solo versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
So we may get that. But I think Jacob Fatu gonna capture the title. I believe he's gonna capture the title. I know it's gonna be shenanigans because Solo is on his hating spree right now. He's hating. And I think
He hating. No. He hating. That
right. And
boy
I
look.
think Jacob Fatu gonna overcome. He's gonna conquer, and then he's gonna go after Solo. Well, Solo gonna go after him for the title. Then it'll be like a really like a vice versa, a Roman Reigns and Jey Uso type of situation. Like a vice versa, different but same thing.
Different. Yeah. I like
Yes,
that.
sir. Okay. We on that. Let's go to the next topic of what the fuck is this? Let me show you real quick. What the fuck is this? We got all right for number one contendership of to face Lil Morgan and Raquel at WrestleMania. We gonna run a gauntlet match with Kata Carter and Katana Chance, Party Girl,
Is.
Natalia and Maxine. Then we got Piper and Alba Fire. We got Mia Yim and B Fab. Then we got Pure Fusion Collection. And we got Bailey and Lyra Valkyria, which these two gonna have a match this Monday. This Monday, they fight each other. Is they giving away the match already? So y'all telling me, since them two in match, I already decided that this upcoming Monday, Bailey versus Lyra Valkyria, we're not gonna have a winner. We're gonna have a disqualification, which Lil Morgan and Raquel may jump on them, cost the match to be disqualified, and in the end, them two gonna link up. Only for y'all to already tell us the fucking future. And on top of that, where are some women from NXT?
Like, right?
Why don't we got Last Legend and Jakara in this match? Why the hell we got Maxine and fucking and Natalia? And if them two win this match, oh my God. I'm going to that zone. But out of these 6 people, the Party Girls have a better chance of winning because Lyra do need to defend her title at WrestleMania. Or maybe we do this. Lyra Valkyria and Bailey wins, right?
Yeah.
So they're going after the tag team titles. Let's say this. And then in the end, they put all titles on the line. Tag team titles on the line. If they lose, then Bailey and Lyra become tag champs too. Or if Bailey and Lyra lose, then the Intercontinental Champion title goes to Judgment Day. Okay, now I ain't see you in there, Hassan. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. What it do? Lil Fantacini. Is Heyman gonna join self after? I don't know, bro. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Why the world? What it do? So the gauntlet match with it probably will take up 30 minutes to an hour. Yep. Who you think coming out as the winner, Tyler?
Bailey and Tyler.
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bailey and Lyra, I believe they're gonna win too. For some reason, I think they're gonna put all these titles on the line to make the match way more interesting. They're gonna put tag team titles up, and Lyra got to put her Intercontinental title up in this tag team match. And it's I like to see that. Lil Morgan as her Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom as her Intercontinental Champion. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, Wiley. I got you. Let me I forgot to set the title up for the next one. Okay. Speaking of Dirty Dom, that's our next topic.
Mm.
All right, hold up. I got to get these topics so I can easily go back to them. Oh shit, I did. Okay, cancel that. Okay. Dirty Dom brings in a new member. So we all know Dirty Dom been trying to get a new member in. He been trying. He ain't been saying no. Now, once they get this fatal four-way going with Brian Breaker versus Penta versus Finn versus Dirty Dom, because that's what it looking like we doing. If we get this fatal four-way at WrestleMania, Dirty Dom coming out with that title. He coming out with that title because he's gonna bring in an extra member to help him capture that title, which gonna eventually cost Finn Balor getting kicked out of Judgment Day. Pretty much the night at WrestleMania, Finn Balor may be getting kicked out of Judgment Day if they have this fatal four-way, like I said. And Dirty Dom bringing in a new member. Who could it be? Oh, who could it be? Everybody thinking Malachi Black, but maybe it's not Malachi. Maybe not though, because Malachi Black is more like a singles competitor.
Yeah.
Unless it's Buddy Murphy, because they like real good at tagging with each other. But if Dirty Dom bringing somebody, it's gonna be a henchman. It's gonna be somebody who's gonna follow his orders. Malachi Black don't follow orders, right?
Yep.
So it's gonna have to be somebody who beneath Dirty Dom or who Dirty Dom put beneath him to help him win that title. Finn needs to go to SmackDown, and then he said Rusev. It's gonna be Rusev. Could be. I ain't gonna lie. They saying now the rumors are Rusev gonna be showing up faster than we think he is. So it could be Rusev. And Rusev is that type that'll probably, be a henchman, a bodyguard for Dirty Dom. I can see that. Let's get him the Raquel Rodriguez role. Have him as a bodyguard. And then with Finn getting kicked out, that leave Dirty Dom and Lil Morgan to take over Judgment Day. So yeah, I like that Fanachine if it's Rusev. Go ahead, Tyler. What you had to say about it?
This interesting. Maybe Rusev. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it could be, but that was a good choice by Lil Fanachini. But I think it's I know it's gonna have to be somebody who carry a lot of weight, somebody big, somebody strong. And I think he's gonna bring him in at WrestleMania to help him win the IC title. All right, so we got this next topic coming up. It's time for a new version of Judgment Day. Yeah, Dirty Dom gonna be that new version. He's gonna be that new version. All right, we got hold up. Y'all give me a second. Somebody at the front of the ring. Wally World, what it do?
What's going on, man? What it is?
What's up?
What's going on, Tyler?
What's up, man?
What's good with you?
Good, man. watching wrestling, check show.
So we're at with this so far.
Dirty Dom bringing in a new member. We're just saying who it might be. The Fantacini said it might be Rusev. And like I said, it might be because they plan on bringing him in like faster than intended.
No, that's too heavy. I don't like that idea, honestly.
Oh yeah, I like it.
I mean, the reason why I don't like it is because we already privy to Rusev. So to believe Rusev gonna come in here as a soldier versus his own dude, yeah, that's tough to believe. Plus, you don't really fit the je ne sais quoi of Judgment Day Dark Aura fantasy. So you're already selling me like a whole different bravado if you're telling me that, okay, Dominic Mysterio, he's gonna be bringing in Rusev, and I mean, if they do that, it's like, go ahead, but I'm not gonna like that any much more than what they're gonna do with it, honestly.
Who you think it could be? Who you think if Dirty Dom bring a new member? Who you think it could be?
The problem is, and this is the thing, is like you don't really know who it is gonna be. I don't see Rusev because Rusev has already been there, done that, especially in WWE. So it's like to be under Dominic, not gonna happen. I mean, granted, you can sit here and say, hey, in a way, technically, you've seen a couple of people like, okay, Jacob Fatu is under freaking Solo, right? So it's like, why not like that be a good idea? Because eventually it already already signs that Rusev is gonna break out eventually out of that. So what's the point?
Just to give him something to do because right now they're so focused on other shit. Rusev will get lost in the sauce, so it's probably
Honestly,
good to bring him in.
If I'm Rusev, I mean, yeah, I get all that, but honestly, if I'm Rusev and you already did some things in WWE, you was already United States champion, all that other stuff, man, you come back in here, you take these walks and you just understand, hey, you just got here, you just got back. You already know there's no storyline for you.
Like,
just
what?
Here to do your thing.
No storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
That's how I look at it. But for Letter for the Cheating, he said, too mad the Lucha Bros won't join the Judgment Day soon. A dark Lucha version of the Judgment Day is sick. That Rey Fenix is a super babyface right now. I mean, yeah. I mean, most cases, Rey Fenix was always more of a babyface, though. He was always the babyface between the two brothers. Pentagon Jr. was always the dark horse of it all. I mean, if they got him, that's one thing. But that's the thing, is like Pentagon is not a soldier to be controlled. He's a soldier that takes his own footsteps. He takes his own orders. So, I mean, granted, it definitely would be a more fun lucha experience. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did see that as very weird. I mean, well, I can't say weird because let's be real here. You already gave Pentagon during his own solo time, and right now people are liking his solo time. So it's like you may as well just make Rey solo too and just put him on SmackDown and call it a day. They'll join up eventually later down the stretch, and then yeah, you put the tag team together.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, it's just very tough, man, because a lot of it is just what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, right? The Dominic bringing a henchman in, I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm not saying like someone as big as Rusev wouldn't be smart. I just think it's just the very much whoever they're thinking of is just very wrong timing. And it's like for me right now, in my mind, as far as Rusev, if I'm Rusev, I do exactly what Carlito didn't do. Come back and be used as some bottom feeder for someone else's purposes. Because Rusev ain't a bottom feeder wrestler. He's a guy that you feed people to and he smashes it.
Right.
So
pretty much.
It's just something tough. I mean, granted, you look at, I mean, I don't really look at all these main rosters and say to myself, okay, one of these guys is going to be the it thing that Rusev. like Dominic picks up and then he puts on his shoulders. I mean, at best, if anything, and I say this with the cadence of just anything and looking up, maybe someone from NXT would be something like, you pick up someone from NXT, you just put them up there, but it's like then that's even harder to even say because you look at NXT and it's like, who do you really have at this point? And then who do you really? So
let's bring back. Bring back Ridge Highlands.
Yeah, right.
He always
that's the problem.
He'll sucker for that type of shit. So
yeah, but that's that goes back to my ideal thing though. It's like, yeah, you can bring back Ridge Hollins, and at that point, yeah, he's somewhat of the guy that bodybuilder, all that shit, and yeah, he's a guy that you would bring into the fold. But then again, you're talking about the idea and the visuals of what is Judgment Day. And that's what I'm saying. Like this, I ain't gonna lie. Like that Judgment Day, like it went dead, bro. It went dead.
Yeah,
it's not going nowhere. And I'm not saying like it never was dead, but I'm saying like you're not building it around people that it should be built around. The like Finn Balor amongst Judgment Day should have been way more darker than that.
Right.
But they're not doing it. And they're not pulling the trigger on it. AKA they're tanking his character all over again, no matter what you do. It's like you only built it for the simple fact of Rhea and then Damian Priest, but it's like, but let's be real, Finn Balor also had the Demon King, and y'all just gonna keep burying that notion of dark entity that he has in him that he can actually esprue. But no, we're just going to keep doing this dumb shit and then let it be what it is. It just becomes very lackluster as fuck. So, and that's why I'm like, right now, like even on Smack, like there's rumors right now that Angel and then Barto, they may end up saying screw
Santos.
What's the name, right? And then join Andrade. Well, see, that's the problem right there.
Right.
If you already know this in plan, then what's the point? And there's a new character. Okay, who this new character is? That's weird.
Which one?
No. Because there was this character called Kylix, some female in a mask, but when you click on her, she's also a referee. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. That's somebody from the underground, the Evolve or some shit like that.
Yeah, the Evolve. But yeah, because so I don't know why they have her pick right there, but whatever. But it's just one of those things. But like I said, it's a lot of things. I mean, I forget, because I know there's some release people that have been released from other promotions. So I don't know who they will sign. But the thing is, it has to make something has to make sense. It's just tough. I mean, again, maybe who knows? If they sell it the right way, it is probably going to be Rusev, and if they sell it the right way, who knows? I don't know how Rusev's going to come back for sure, but I just don't like just hearing it. It's like it's not sellable, but who knows?
Yeah, it seemed like it'll be a quick turn. If it was him, it'll be a quick turn because Rusev do want to be on top. He want to go after a title. Yeah. We'll see. So let's talk about this bullshit because I don't know what's going on here. Somebody tell me what's going on because the Charlotte Flair and Tiffany feud is I mean, don't get me wrong, they kind of got me excited a little bit more than that that webcam face to face, that StreamYard face to face they did. I ain't like that. It was okay, but Charlotte Flair cooked. And now I think that Tiffany, since she got cooked and she had the audience on her side, we back over here in the United States. She got the audience on her side. I think she really used that to her advantage. That girl said, "You hear that? That's power." Oh shit. So she went deep. She got personal. She went into Charlotte Flair divorce life. Charlotte Flair hit her back with the Kaiser in my DM. Then Kaiser hit Charlotte Flair with the "Don't Flatter Yourself" from Shawn Michael moment. Oh man, but nonetheless, though, I still think Charlotte Flair's getting that title.
Fuck no.
Tiffany came off heel. Tiffany Stratton came off heelish in this promo, which she should. I think she worked better as a heel, even though the fans gonna cheer her anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not a heel. It just she got that snotty attitude. That's what I'm gonna call it, like a little snotty ass spoiled brat attitude. But that's who she is. That's the only thing she can portray. Anything outside of that, she can't do. But what you think about this feud, Wiley?
Man, I don't know what's worse there. Man, look, I said this once and I said it again. It's bad enough you brung Little Miss Princess back into being in a WrestleMania match when she hasn't wrestled not at least for some multiple months, where you could have gave this opportunity to anybody else, and yet who do you choose to give it to? You gave it to the spoiled brat that isn't worth a damn dime of wrestling anyway. Literally. Now you tell me, oh, okay, let's we bring her back, and lo and behold, what we didn't know now that we do know now is, she's on her strike 3 of now being divorced again, and you come back to work, you're going through a divorce, and yet this is what you produce. You may as well stay the fuck home. Why you didn't motherfucking just say, oh, put someone else over it? See, this is the shit that I can't stand. It's bad enough that they're fucking marketing you to be fucking put over to go WrestleMania, knowing that shouldn't be your fucking moment in the first place. But now you over here in a ditch. You pretty much took the job in the role, and now you over here giving this subpar ass motherfucking notion, and you can't even help sell Tiffany any more than you already did. It's like, bitch, go get some acting skills. The fuck you got going on?
I don't know what Charlotte got going, but she ain't in the right headspace though.
Well, that's my problem. It's like, this is all fucked up. And then two, what even makes it even worse is, like, Tiffany, what even makes it worse for you is you had dummy hiccups, and then you wanted to flex to the idea of stinging her with the shots of she'll be serum 3. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, look, one, this is why I get, like, you have to eventually throw a jab somewhere, but it's like, when do people start motherfucking respecting the idea of don't fucking bring personal into the fucking ring?
Sometimes they get personal, but this one right here just didn't make no sense for the feud.
I mean, look, people get personal, fine, but I'm saying, like generally, if you know someone got that going on, real life, I'm not bringing that bullshit into that.
I mean, it's gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying?
But but I understand it gotta make sense. But my thing is this: is like, even then, it's like I don't care if it made sense or not. It's like, I'm not bringing that in there. That's personal people's business. Leave that shit outside. I'm not bringing that shit into the real world. Then it's like, why bring more personal shit that shouldn't even be to everyone else's freaking news? Like, let's be honest. If no one hasn't said anything, I would have fucking known that she was going through the divorce. I didn't know this shit. I didn't hire you to motherfucking sell your little sob story outside of the real life.
Cut your shit.
So again, it's like, I don't need to know this. Like, that's personal people business. Leave that shit outside. That's your life. I don't even know this shit. I know that someone go snatch it up and everything else. Hey, look, whatever happens at home stays at home. Goddamn it, I don't even know nothing. But at the end of the day, it's just like it just comes very cheesy, because it's like, this is how y'all always go with the same touching rip. It's like, you have to come at somebody, jab them up, put the knife right into him just to sell a moment. It's like, is this what wrestling is all about now? We're gonna take people's lives, put it into the world with more likely no one didn't know, and then just stab you right there in it in that moment and just sell a good thing. Yeah, like y'all do know that don't make. I don't know. This is why I just don't like this shit like this. It's like, this is why I sit here and say the things I say, and yet some people might be mad at me for the things I say. But guess what? Here's the shit that I'm saying, and this is why I say what I say. This shit's ass. Complete unstruck ass.
Damn.
The shit that I heard, I didn't know what the fuck I heard. Bro, when I heard that shit, I'm like, bitch, who wrote this shit?
All right, that's what I was saying, bro. Like, who the fuck wrote this? Then Charlotte couldn't get no word out. Like, she forgot her lines too. And
Boy, I don't know what it is, boy.
And she used the booze. Like, the booze kind of fucked her up, and she started forgetting her lines. She couldn't even get the shit out. Like, she pulled the Roman Reigns on her ass. Like, damn.
Like, I don't know what it is, but boy, again, I say this once, I'm gonna say it again. Are we at a time where we have to hit the reverse? We have to hit the reversal, and it'll be like, hey, let's crack open the door and let Vince walk through it, because this is some shit.
Oh man, now Vince would have loved getting it personal though. Vince always put personal shit in shit, so hey, it would have been went there.
Man, look, Freddie Cheney, you damn right, because let it be the first match and let it be end quick, because that shit right there was
it do need to come and go, and yeah, for sure.
I thought something like
go ahead.
This promo ass is, my God, like I feel like they're wasting time. Like, I was happy Tiffany won champion,
Yeah.
But all these YouTubers, oh, she got no skills. They got no promo skills. Get out of here, no. She what? She been in business like little bit now. I don't know. I hate people like that. Be honest, like I'm talking that shit right now.
Yeah, well, they try to they're trying to say Tiffany been just handed the title and stuff like that. So you got some people that's mad about that. And then you got the people that's definitely mad about Charlotte Flair being handed stuff to him. Because Tiffany she just got there a year ago, and she already in a brand breaker position. So yeah, a lot of people, well, it's a few people that don't like that. But most of all though, like, that's the internet people. But the crowds at the shows, they loving it. They loving it. I like that she won it. The simple fact, I was like, how is that gonna carry on with it though? Then when they started turning her face, that's what people didn't like, trying to turn Tiffany to a face. Something she cannot play.
If she plays the face, who else is gonna be? But that's the problem. If she stayed the heel, who's gonna be the challenger? But this is my whole point. What was the point of bringing back a spoiled brat as a challenger? There was none. It wasn't gonna start nothing fresh.
Right.
So
yeah, they should have gave the spot to Alexa Bliss.
No. See, look.
You don't think so?
In fairness, I said it again. I didn't want Charlotte to win because she just got back. You don't fucking deserve a fucking WrestleMania moment when you haven't fucking wrestled. But in the same notion, I like Alexa Bliss, but I wouldn't give it to Alexa Bliss either. You just got back. Like, I'm sorry, like, people got to stop jumping the fucking lineup versus people that actually put in work. And that's the thing that I'm sick and tired of this shit. You tank people and make them look like shit, like they just come to work and don't do nothing. Like, that's the shit I can't stand. This is why I sit here and say this. Once again, should we open the fucking doors back to Vince? Because Triple H, your ass ain't selling nobody, nigga.
Ooh. That was, I mean, he been making some fucked up calls. He been making some fucked up.
Some.
Fancy
Some.
said, chilly.
Man, look,
Chill.
I even go further. Let me tell you how far this really sucks. Here's the thing that I even laugh at even more about that feud. How the hell are you gonna keep on coming here and throw the proverbial jab about her? No, will always come second before her father. Let's get one thing clear, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say it always, every single time I hear someone say it. In the records of WWE, not that they bought amongst other wrestling corporations, just WWE. Ric Flair only won the fucking title twice. Charlotte Flair already passed her father. Fuck all the bullshit. Y'all motherfuckers hippies that want to count those past titles from other corporations. Fuck that shit. I ain't having it. Ric Flair is a 2-time WWE champion. That's all he will ever be known for. For real. Let's keep that shit real. I don't give a rat's ass. Because if that's the fucking case, then let's add everyone's fucking title that they ever owned, period. Because let's be honest there, then that means John Cena, you're still behind most people possibly in the list line. Like, again, I'm sick and tired of this dumb shit. Like, let's be real here. She's been past her father like multiple times. As far as a WWE wrestler, she's already surpassed her father. Stop.
Right.
Like, there ain't no one in wrestling history, unless you were just milking the shit out of somebody for the rest of your livelihood, is going to be having multiple freaking titles like that. Because you may as well have some sorry-ass talent. And if you do, I have to ask myself one question. Why the fuck would you have so much sorry-ass talent just to promote one person? It makes no fucking sense. You get tired of that shit. Like, someone else got to be there.
What's up, King Reason? Where do this story go after WrestleMania? They're gonna try to drag it. They're gonna drag it. They're gonna, and I hate that.
Get the casket, put some needles into it, bury it.
They need to bury that shit. Yeah, but they're gonna try to milk that shit. They're gonna try to make Tiffany chase the title and make her a big baby face. That's what they're trying to do, and it's not fucking working. Like, let's call it.
Man, see, that's the problem. Don't tell me you're gonna lose it all so you can just go and chase it. That's dumb. You already make her cash in the Money in the Bank. You already no. I'm not trying to hear that shit. This shit whack, bro. Charlotte is a veteran. She should be the one to put Tiffany over at Mania. Yeah, I mean, that was the quote unquote idea, but for what? Look at this dumb shit.
Of course, but they ain't did nothing to really hype this feud up. But besides some botches inside they promo, going in business for themselves, that's the only thing that got people interested, because they went in business for themselves. Now everybody like, ooh, pointing the finger, and it got the most views out of SmackDown this week. So that's the only thing that hyped it up, that personal shit. But people love mess.
Man, look, I said it once, I said it again. I called it when I called it. She was gonna cash in that Money in the Bank just like Alexa Bliss cashed it on fucking Nia. She did that. Now here we are. You can't make this shit up. The only difference is Alexa Bliss title, when she did the cash in, at least she had a decent reign. This is looking like ass cheeks right now. So this feud shit is just pathetic.
Yep. So let's just give let Tiffany Stratton do her baby face thing, and let my girl Naomi grab that motherfucking title. Shit, she doing an awesome job right now. So, Logan Paul new finisher, that shit look good when you do it on somebody who can do it.
Now I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that finisher isn't actually nice though. I ain't gonna lie. Charlotte is an amazing performer, but her career is overrated. They have her way too much too fast. Thank you. And that's been what I've been saying my whole time. Because
Yep.
personally, that back and forth with Sasha Banks, that shit was ass.
And that's the
Flipping the
problem.
damn titles multiple times. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me she's like already this much amount of world champions. Like what?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. They did that to get her them numbers.
And that's what I'm saying. Like she is pathetic. Hot ass. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, has the talent evolved in women's wrestling? Yes. But to the degree that you're selling it, get the fuck out of here. Bitch, bye. Fuck no.
Because Torrington left her. Because Torrington toy.
Man, see, it's wild. Like I said, it got me a little bit more into it, but y'all give me a second. Somebody at the front
Let's suit
arena.
up. Let's get ready for service.
Taekwon?
Hassan, what it do?
What up? What up? What up, guys? What up?
Nah,
What
What
up?
I ain't got Hassan the intro yet. You know, Taquan got his own intro. Yeah, but this the thing. It's like bringing Charlotte Flair back for this feud. I thought was gonna be pretty good. That's in my head. That's what I'm thinking. But overall, it's like maybe they should have kept Charlotte Flair until after WrestleMania. Kept her out to after WrestleMania and do what Wiley said, give somebody else a chance to shine at WrestleMania, just like they did.
Bro, I'm trying to tell
Like
you,
they doing Penta.
anyone.
They're doing Penta like that, right? And Jacob Fatu, they're giving him a chance. And LA Knight being at WrestleMania, but still, like he's still fresh. Who else gonna be that first time going to WrestleMania? I can't think right now.
Shoot,
It was somebody else on SmackDown.
Is it Chelsea Green? Possibly, I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, Chester Green ain't got an opponent yet, but still, like Penta, Jacob Fatu, they trying to get Ray Phoenix a match. So ain't no telling what match he probably do like a. Hopefully he can do a kit start match. You know what I'm saying? The kit start, maybe they can fit him in over there or something.
Shit, me depending on how all these matches are, they may not do no Kickstarter.
I know, right? They ain't did one in some years.
See.
Who else? Naomi and Jay, they just broke the record for black women being the top of a card right now, and being like the first two women to do a singles women match at WrestleMania with no title involved.
WWE has shown us they need to hire someone else to book and write the women's division. Man, look, Triple H is the main head of that overall scene. So that tells me, Triple H, you hot ass cheeks, you suck complete ass. You know what's so crazy? I seen this the other day, you know, shout out to Facebook and all the many people that talk wrestling content over there. So they were talking about Buddy, I forgot his name already, but Alexander, right?
Yeah.
They're talking about Cedric Alexander, and you know, amongst his release, and he was talking about how I would have never had got this far if it wasn't for Paul Heyman. He says I was never a Triple H guy; I was more of a Paul Heyman guy. Paul Heyman was the one that got me out of the 205 Live and got me on Raw. He was the one that got me there. So look what that tells you right there. When people come and criticize Triple H for saying yo Punk Av don't have no eyes for talent, and he's like, oh no, I don't see color. We see talent over here. Bull the F-ish. Bull the F-ish. You never seen talent. You never know how to move talent. Let's keep it real. There's a reason why Vince was constantly destroying your ish every which way, shape, and form. and why he was butting head with your fucking promotion. You think you were selling greatness, but reality, you're just selling what you want to sell for your own bravado. Because you can't see talent in front of you unless it smacks you right up your grill and force you to see it. Man, look, it makes no sense. It's funny how now he magically wants to push the Street Profits, but notice the imagery, the hot shotness, the cockiness. Where was that when y'all were with Bobby Lashley? Where was that? You can't make this shit up, bro.
Right. That's crazy. Yeah, they did fuck that up.
Damn. Naomi.
Hassan, you got anything to say about this Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, salute again. Great being back here.
Yes, sir.
I think that this Tiffany versus isn't. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's all right. You know, it's not like, oh my God, Tiffany versus Charlotte. But I really want Tiffany to win, unless Charlotte's ego gets in the way and she has to win. Because if Tiffany wins, it can help her. You know, upgrade her, and she needs this win more than Charlotte Flair. But you know how politics is going to get in the way. So, you know, I'm not getting my hopes up on this one because she played politics to win the Royal Rumble, and I heard she wasn't even supposed to win the Royal Rumble, but she played her politics and started bitching, and so they just gave it to her. It's like, damn.
Really? So she played her politics and start bitching, but here we are today with your sorry ass primo skills and your lackluster ass performances. You can't make this.
Yeah, so that's how. Yeah, so I hope her ego goes down and let Tiffany wins, but you just gotta wait and see.
She pulling the John Cena shit.
John Cena shit, exactly.
Yeah, you know, he'll say, you might as well just let me win. Hey, when the matches he's supposed to lose and he end up winning. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's supposed to.
Yeah, the problem is they're the ones that made him win, not that he was supposed to lose.
Nah, it been matches he's supposed to lose. Like some wrestlers
No,
coming out.
but I'm just saying, like they're the ones that end up changing him to let him win.
Oh yeah, Vince. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, he was spoiled in the shit. Oh yeah, who was supposed to win the Rumble if it wasn't Charlotte Flair?
I broke down multiple scenarios of people that could have won.
That one, what I heard, my bad. Go ahead, Wally. My bad.
No, go ahead.
So the list that I heard is one of them. The option was Liv Morgan.
Hell no.
The second option, hell no, Naomi.
Interesting.
And then third, Nia Jax. But that's what I heard. I don't know. Don't take
Nia Jax.
But those are the three options I heard. One of them is supposed to win to give somebody.
Okay, Nia seems correct, but then again, it's like that's a rough deal.
Yeah, because
the reason why Nia is a rough deal because they already had her face Rhea, and then Rhea already won that one. So it's like, I mean, you're really taking 2 L's in this case. And then, go ahead.
But the plan was what I heard as well. Naomi wins Rumble. Jay still comes back, but she'll be in the chamber match and wins the title. And then she goes on Naomi, you know, like she says, you attacked me, so you better challenge me, and they're gonna build that up that way instead of what we saw at the chamber. If Naomi won.
Wait, say that again. So wait. So if Naomi were to win the Royal Rumble, she comes back.
Yeah.
In this case, she does not make her. She does not come back to make her attack. Jay will win the Elimination Chamber, and then what?
And then they build it up slowly, and then we find out, oh my God, it was Naomi. So they're gonna build it like a friendly competition until Jay comes out. It was you. You who attacked me, and then we get this big blow up of Mania. You know, remember how they? Yeah, so that's the plan I heard. So
yeah, so
well, the idea, one of the ideas.
yeah,
I'm glad they
so,
did it the other way, but
yeah. Here's my thing, right? If they would have did that, I'm gonna tell you how very, very problematic that would have been. A, you would have got Naomi to 1. Okay, cool. 2, now you're telling me Jay Carl come back. You would tell me that still Naomi was the one, is the culprit that did it, even though she won the Royal Rumble. Okay, well then now that tells me a lot of certain various points. The points that I'm gonna sit here and say is A, how did she win it? That's gonna matter based upon certain survivability, because that's gonna matter how she won it. 2, then now you're sitting here saying, okay, you're going to enter in the elimination chamber. Here's the problem with that notion. You're entering the elimination chamber. You do not get to face Naomi at WrestleMania. She already got her locked in. You're going to do what? You're not going to do nothing at a time unless you're able to face. Huh?
She had to face the other type for the other title.
Right. So unless they have her facing a world champion at that point, you're not going to get your revenge at Naomi anyways. Unless you jack her up, take her championship opportunity, put her on the interesting side, and then she comes back later down the stretch, and then you probably have the title at that point. But then that still looks very lackluster in itself anyways, because
or they could have done the opposite. Had Jade returned the Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, Naomi wins the Chamber, and then Jade will go off and then challenges Naomi. You attacked me, so I'm picking you. If they did it that way,
you do not. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. The problem is you don't win nothing at the freaking Chamber. What title's on the Chamber? What are you talking about?
I mean, but what I'm saying, the original plan that defend the title, the SmackDown Women's title or whatever, you know.
But they didn't put the title in the Elimination Chamber, though.
No. But I'm saying if Naomi would have won, or Jade, if that plan, that was the original plan, but Charlotte kind of screwed everything up. That's what I'm saying.
But here's my okay. Well, even if okay, but here's my thing, Hassan. You're saying, okay, if one of them were to win the Royal Rumble, okay, fine. They win the Royal Rumble. Okay, they're going to WrestleMania. Where does the Elimination Chamber come into play, though?
For the women's title to see.
So technically, what you're saying by that then is they would have made the Elimination Chamber for the women's world title at that point.
Yeah, or the SmackDown Women's title, one of them, because they have done this before. Well, for the men at least. And then
at that point, I'll sit there and tell you, where in God's green hell would that even make sense?
So they can build up Jade and Naomi, and it would be for a title match. So it can be like a big.
No, I wouldn't give that. I would not. Okay, wait a minute. Let me refrain here. If we were to gotten a women's elimination chamber with the world title online, understand one thing: just to sell Jade and Naomi, I would have been like, y'all overextending something that's not even that high. Literally, y'all overextending something that's not literally that high. No, hell no. I ain't going that far with that storyline. I think where Jade and Naomi are right now is perfect. Where is that? But to extend it to sit here and say, "Oh, we did this whole thing just for these two to go at it with each other and have the title picture all around." Let's be real. Naomi's not that big enough in WWE's eyes to even put at this point at this high mark. So to even sit here and to see that is just abominable. Is abomination because. But we already seen how Naomi came back. It was very much small time. They didn't even give it a glimpse.
But she did got a decent reaction when she made her big return at the Rumble, a year ago?
That's at the Rumble. Ago.
Yeah. And speaking of Tiffany and Charlotte, did you guys know they edited a lot of stuff from the segment as well?
Of course they did. Which is why I
they
find
just
it very
talking-
interesting.
Yeah, because they said what the news are saying, they went off script. It's like, damn.
No, of course they did.
Because Tiffany mentioned you had you're 0 and 3 in marriages, so you're 3-time divorce. Like, damn, she got in her personal life.
And that's why I said that shit's ass. It's bad enough that you're already losing. It's already bad enough that you have to go that far. And that's why I'm saying that shit's distasteful as fuck.
Well, I mean, that's one of the ideas out there they had going into the Rumble and Chamber for them, at least. So I guess, I don't know. Did Charlotte save the day with her politics? I don't know. But so that means that definitely Tiffany would have lost the title then. If that they went with that plan at the Chamber.
I want to go on record and say this is my most least favorite match. I don't even want to know who wins this. I can care less now. I don't give a fuck who wins. But honestly, I don't want freaking Flair to win. But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's how I look.
I mean, you're right, but I want Tiffany. Tiffany needs this win more than Charlotte. We at least can agree to that.
Well, of course, she didn't win the freaking Money in the Bank for nothing. Sadly.
Well, but the question is that going to be night 1 or night 2?
Oh, it needs to be night 1. Get that shit over with.
Right.
So that means the Raw World Woman is going to be night 2.
I mean, let's be real. The Raw Women's title is the bigger women's match. No one gives a fuck about Flair and fucking Tiffany Stratton. I don't. I think anyone has a sensible brain. The top women fighting story is the triple threat match.
So in that case, then Io should have won the Royal Rumble at least, and build it up a triple threat.
Hey, look, I talked about who should have won. I talked about there was many options for the women's Royal Rumble who could have won it, and they could have made different sell points. To be honest, no, not even. Oh, shit, me. Bianca should have been the one to win the Royal Rumble. I don't care.
Right.
That's what I said. Just give her a clear walk to it.
Damn.
But they gave her Elimination Chamber. It is what it is. But if Franchini says Tiffany should have cashed in earlier if that was the case. That's the problem of Franchini. Blame Triple H for writing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, damn. But
let's be honest, they wasn't going to give it to her early. They had to, make sure all things were right with Nia Jax, because technically she was supposed to come back to WWE. She wasn't supposed to come back to wrestling. And Loading Bowl, where you at? Where do you stand? Right in a WWE ring.
But you know what the cold hard truth is now? Charlotte's gonna win because I think they need her to tie up her dad's record or beat him.
Man,
or at least beat
I don't know why people make Ric Flair's title reign that important, like he's the Greek god of wrestling. Like, bitch, you got only 2 titles in WWE. Sit your ass down. So you ain't that important.
But his actual record is not 16. It's actually like 21.
That's the problem, though. In WWE, his title reign is only 2. Like, that's the thing that people need to realize. WWE is just 2. I don't give a fuck what Vince say. I don't give a fuck what no one else say. That title reign in WWE alone, I don't care what you purchased, what you took. WWE alone is just fucking 2. That's all you got, Ric Flair. You ain't the willing and dealing. You ain't Mr. Primetime Dylan. You ain't shit. You're just a 2-time man. Thank you and thank you. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but ever since they bought WCW, they add in the old NWA and the WCW title. That's why he's 16-time world heavyweight champion.
All right, watch this. See, oh my gosh, this is why I say shit that I say every sometime. See, now I gotta look back at old title reigns, since we're gonna keep doing this shit. Because if that's the case, let me look something up. All right, if that's the case, since technically they bought NWA, that technically means that AJ Styles is a 5-time WWE champion. Because guess what? They had the NWA World Championship too in TNA. And he's 3 times NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So, hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Styles in WWE is a 5-time world champion. The fuck are we talking about here?
Damn.
Easy.
No argument.
Yeah.
EO should have won the Rumble. Did I had it? I need to look back at my list of who I said that could have won it. But honestly, I really had Bianca on that one. That's a lot to consider. And plus, yeah, I don't know. That's a lot to consider. They already gave her like Money in the Bank, and honestly, well, yeah, her Money in the Bank reign was pretty much only because they want to push Bailey, which that didn't fucking last long. I guess I can't be mad at.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't be mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi, and that's how they go.
I'm mad.
What's the next match?
Oh well.
Okay. I'm about to go to. I'm trying to see. I was trying to see something real quick. At the okay, shit. I done lost my where I was. Okay, here I go. The next topic. Hold up. He say Tiffany she had cashed in early. And then he said no argument. EO should have won the run. I can go with EO now. Screw me. The next topic is Damian and Drew feud. What they've been cooking up. Because it was dry at first. It was pretty dry. And then it got a little bit hype. It got hyped up. And now it's I think should happen in this match. This should be the Damian Priest should have a fucking Daniel Bryan moment right now. That's what I think. I think Damian Priest need to start taking off that big ass coat he have on, his little gear, right? Turn around trying to put his shit down, but the referee ring the bell. Soon he turn around, bam, Claymore. 1, 2, 3, and it's over with. Damian Priest should get one of those moments. That's what I think about that feud. But is it hyping up? They're throwing a little branches in the fire. They're throwing a little branches, but still ain't got me interested in it. Like, come on, we got to do something better with Drew McIntyre after he carried the whole fucking season last year. He carried us from season to season, a feud that's when somebody wasn't even there. We got to get Drew McIntyre his motherfucking cigars. But y'all can give me y'all thoughts on that.
Give me a moment, because I know King Reezy said the comment of WWE doesn't own NWA, but there was some rumors of them botting it back in the days. But from this possible in text. It says no, WWE, formerly WWF, did not purchase the National Wrestling Alliance in the past, but WWE does own a vast amount of NWA footage due to its ownership of World Championship Wrestling, aka WCW, and other promotions that were previously part of NWA. The NWA is purchased by in 2012. So pretty much there were just side pieces to the main piece, but yeah, it was pretty much quote unquote. You may as well say the content was by through WCW. Either which way, it's still all the same BS. I still don't count it. I don't give a rat's ass. That's your WCW days, Ninja. In WWE, your ass is only 2-time champion. I don't give a rat's ass. But going back to the main point of the Drew and Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like it. It's just another tidbit brawl that you're putting Drew in. And it's like, all right, cool. It is what it is. But I ain't gonna lie. In some form of facets, you do wish this goes somewhere. Because, like, okay, when this is done, where does this go from here?
I can't say. Y'all can hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, King Reeves already said Drew's gonna get screwed.
Oh Lord, not again.
Oh boy, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the real point here? I mean, literally, what is the driver here? It's like, and we don't even like. So far as I know, that feud is not even marked for WrestleMania. That's just a feud. It's not even a closer. It's like there's no closure to that. So that's sad.
Yeah, it is kind of. That's why everybody been so down about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody into it.
Because because you got to think about it. Where is it going to lead to? A little free change like Drew versus Oprah. Oh my God. Priest is definitely winning. I think he may get a new theme song too. For what? Like, people in these new theme songs, like, what the fuck? I mean, like that's another thing that's pissed me off. These new changes of theme songs, like, it's one thing if you went heel and then you get a new theme song, cool. But no. It may be even cool when you switch the face, fine. But it's like you haven't really changed. Now you're gonna get a new theme song. Okay. I don't know what's wrong, people. Sometimes that question, motherfuckers, with this shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
But yeah, I mean, look, I wish I would love this more, but it's just not it. It's like I gotta ask, where is this going from here? If you tell me nowhere, it's just if you tell me nothing, it's just like, oh, just A and B. That's all it is, just A and B. A and B is boring. Like, literally, A and B is boring.
Right.
But I will say one thing, at least it's not motherfucking the White Six storyline.
I wonder what the hell happened to them anyway.
They're being tanked. They're changing directions on that bullshit. And trust me, I did a read. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm considering if I even want to make that a story.
Yeah, they really fucked up with that shit.
Fredchini says Saturday Night Main Event. Hey, Fredchini, that might be an idea. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me go look this up. Where we have here? You know what, Fredchini? Maybe Backlash and maybe even Saturday Night Live. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? Starting off the whole New Year's, this ends up where they go to Backlash and maybe they get a title shot. Like someone gets a future title shot. The victor between the two. If that happens, fine. Now we got something. But if it don't, man, fuck WWE. Fuck that shit.
Hey, fuck that shit.
Oh, I got fantasy booking. How about this? I'm okay. So I feel about this food is I like it, but it's way better. Way better CM Punk food and oh man.
Hey, all right. It's all right, Tyler.
What?
I said, what you were talking about again?
I like it, man. It is
Oh, you like the Drew McIntyre versus
yeah.
you like yeah.
It's going to be TQ. They're going to be they're going to be chaos.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just trying to see what the TikTok doing, man. But I see they can
The
hear us.
Fettuccine over
They can
here
hear
talking
us
about it's gonna be a DQ. The fuck? That man said
though.
it's gonna be a double DQ. Oh damn, Fettuccine.
Hell no.
That just makes it even worse. You did all this so we can see a double DQ. To punch WWE in the face for that.
Hell, they better end the feud quick. That's what I can say. They better end it. But let me see what this next topic though, man. Cause that's I got to find out how to clip my server with the damn TikTok, but they can hear us though. Let me see. What's this next topic? Is yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. Let me get it in here though. Let me put it in the chat. The motherfucking Street Profits is popping. They popping. So this is what we're doing with the Street Profits, right? They done came in. They try to come off heelish, but that didn't work. So now Montez Ford to flip the game. Montez Ford and flip the game. What Montez Ford have done? He reinvented the yeet. Right? He reinvented the yeet. Now instead of doing that out with your hands, put your hands out and go up and down. You fold your arms, and we know, if you know, you know. You put your arms up, fold them up, and go up and down. And that's something like what we do in the clubs, right? That's what we do in the club. So the fans are doing it now. The fans, they do it. They copying it. It's starting to get out there more. I seen like this Friday when it came out, like the whole front row was doing it. So will the Street Profits lose the title anytime soon? Not if they keep that up. And at WrestleMania, if they come out and everybody doing the Montez Ford up and down shit, they ain't got no name for it yet. But they start doing that shit. Oh, the Street Profits holding the titles for a while. What Montez Ford did was recreated the yeet for some motherfucking popularity and some game. Lil Fanchina said, I don't know.
I mean,
You don't know about this shit? You don't know about that
No,
shit?
I think he's talking about the
okay.
the Drew versus Damian thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
He
the
mentioned the DQ.
shit.
No. I think he's talking about that one.
But how far y'all think the Street Profits gonna get pushed? Why you think they're gonna be on top for a minute?
I mean, honestly, at this point, you may as well just give it to him. I mean, when you really think about it, they already cleared most of the tag teams. They beaten Pretty Deadly already. They beaten Garza and Angel and Barto. They've beaten who else they gonna beat right now? They gotta face they face Chris Sabin and his tag team partners for the titles. After that, you almost pretty much beaten every tag team that they put in front of you. So yeah, at this point, it's you may just clap your hands and say it's all over. I mean, the only thing left there is whenever you bring the other ones back. I mean, Tungaloo and all that, they haven't come back to get that ass whooping. But personally, it's like once they get back, it's like, okay, that's the one team you haven't beat clean, supposedly, amongst the Tonga brothers. After that, well, what else is there? The Wyatts may be one if they ever bring that back. The Miz and freaking Carmelo looking like a decent team, but let's be honest, people are there's been words on the street is if Trick motherfucking makes the main roster, they're thinking about putting him and Mello back. Stay tuned for that motherfucking drop off when I try to make that video. Because honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Mello needs Trick back. You dig? Mello needs Trick back. Let's just keep it a buck country. And I don't say that just to diminish Mello. I say that in the sense of, well, they ain't putting Mello and the Streets Proper together no time soon. So, yeah, you may as well, muff. You just may as well.
Okay, yeah, that's that what's up though. Shit, they get back together. Hey, that's another tag team. That's another tag team to add to the soul.
Okay, let's finish some talking about Ford. He's like, I don't know.
I like shape.
Say they slowly improving. Yeah, for sure that.
I like shape puppets. I like this version shape puppets. My God, they are fire. Give me Ray Phoenix Panther with them. Oh my God, that's going to be a crazy match. Put that Triple H piece.
So Leatherfoot she said not the Lucha Bros. I mean, they have the Lucha Bros separate on different rosters, so that's not going to happen no time soon. The Street Profits are slowly improving. Only 3 to come back. King Reason to say, I think the Profits will lose at WrestleMania, unfortunately. And I won't be surprised if they do too. Because that tells me, all that tells me is Triple H saying, hey, look, you wanted something, right? We gave you something. Now hush and be the lackeys that we made you to be. I won't be surprised if that happens. And then the other friend, you asked, do the Profits need a new member? I mean, let's be honest. If it's me personally, and I'm thinking, hey, promote Mello, that's how I look at it. Not fucking tagging with the Miz. I'm just being honest.
Right.
You talking about the swagger, the looks, all that other stuff. Who would you not put together that makes sense? Just being honest.
Mm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to put the Miz as quote unquote management material, again, I don't knock it, right? Because, they got similar lamb lives. I could see it work, but it's just very lackluster. So will Mello be an errand boy then? What the? Oh, hell no. If if they make Mello errand boy, hey, look, Mello, look, just pull the plug, bro. Say, look, it's been good. Thank you for signing me. I'm out of here. Thank you very much. Fuck out of here. Errand boy.
That's what it is. Yeah, man. They don't need an extra person though. For sure they don't. And the Street Profits, they gonna thrive. They gonna thrive.
We'll see how long.
Yeah. That's the question for how long. All right. This should be a little quick topic right here. Hassan, you had anything to say about the Street Profits?
Yeah, I mean, I like what they're doing, you know, and then I'm glad that they're actually pushing him. But my fear is like they might bury them soon because if you guys remember back in 2000, it's been a while, but every time they build up tag teams, they always break them up or screw them up in the end, you know. And then WWE has a long history of doing that.
Trying to tell you, hit that violin, hit that nice smooth violin. You're gonna hit that. You're gonna start hearing that that SpongeBob violin, motherfucker.
And the only ones actually did good and survived was the Hardys, Edge and Christian, and you can say the Dudleys. Other than that, everybody else just went downhill. Well, JBL kind of became main eventer, but his partner, you know, he went away. But for the most part, every tag team just went to trash after they separated. It's like,
Right.
damn.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Gets the money for the profits to prove himself, and then he starts beefing between Ford and
we thought I mean, we ain't saying nothing about that part, but we did say Melo need to like join the Street Profits to help them be more of a heel. But it looked like they skipped past that shit. They skipped right past it. So did. So it don't look like we're gonna see that no time soon.
Like real quick, like I want to do a segue real quick. I just find this increasingly funny how every single time I hear a story about Paul Heyman selling some of these guys, I find it funny how Paul Heyman sells guys that are much more better for WWE, and yet WWE won't sell the same guys Paul Heyman would influence. I find this crazy. I find this very crazy. Literally, I find it sad and pathetically crazy.
You got your Paul Heyman guys, you got the Triple H guys, we had the Vince McMahon guys, which them motherfuckers ain't. Vince McMahon guys, sure enough, done dropped out the map.
Shit, me, anyone that's a Vince McMahon guy is already done with the freaking corporation. Well, yeah. John Cena's pretty much on almost the last one, and he's about to be done.
Yep, that's it. That's it. It's over with after that. But let me see. This is what I want to know. Who's the fucking heel in this women's triple threat match? Is it Rhea Ripley or Bianca? Now overseas they booed Bianca. They booed Bianca real hard. We haven't seen the reactions of her coming back to the United States. But we know in the United States they love them some Bianca. But we ain't seen how they reacted since they went from overseas and came back. Rhea Ripley acting more heelish than anybody. Wiley, what's your take on that, man?
I mean, as far as the heel in this feud, yeah, you can definitely say it's Rhea. But honestly, I can't really put it as an overall heel right now. I look at it as someone that's feeling a little bit, how do I want to say this? Feeling the pressures of losing a title. Don't like the idea of losing the title because of the simple fact of all the crap that you had to go through to regain it. Now you lost it. And honestly, it's like, that's your fault. It's just your fault.
Mm.
But I mean, overall, if you want to say who's the heel in this whole thing, yeah, definitely going to be Rhea. The problem is, to be honest with you, do you really even consider anyone a heel in this whole predicament?
Not necessarily.
Exactly, and that's my thing. Is like you really don't see and you really don't really look at any of these women as a heel. Now, granted, it is what it is. Like again, I don't really like this being a triple threat match because personally, one, you pretty much are using Io as a token, just like you did with fucking with what's the name with Bailey, and that's bad. And you're doing it again here. So I don't like the idea that Io's being used as a token because it's like now you're giving her another title, but reality is she just holding it for other people, and that's
Right.
pretty fucked up because Io's actually pretty good.
And Io need to win at WrestleMania. Actually,
So it just very
so Rhea taking the pin.
See, if that's the case,
She gonna go showing up out there.
Have been a one-on-one match. They may have well never had their loss. That's my thing. Like that's the shit that right. See, that is right there, bro. If I ain't gonna lie, if Rhea wins at WrestleMania, turn the TV off. Fuck the bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. Turn the TV off. I'm so serious. Just turn the TV off. If Rhea ends up winning, what's the point of you losing? Why? For what reasons? Please.
I can't call it, bro. Like, I'd rather seen this Io Sky versus Bianca 1-on-1. Or Rhea versus Bianca 1-on-1. Either or. But they couldn't leave nobody out. They didn't want to leave nobody out of the WrestleMania card. Let's just get them all into one match.
No.
Fucking crazy, man.
Neither is the heel or the babyface. They're both tweeners, meaning they're kind of shift based off modes. I swear I hate that tweeners. It is what it is, but I swear I hate the word tweeners. It's so weird. It's like, can we just call them simple? They're just vigilantes, you know? They're just going on of what they feel in the moment or some shit. I don't know. I'd rather just use that word and just call it today as like tweeners. Like where did they came from with this shit?
Mm.
Tweeners.
It is
Twitch. Epic. Excuse me. The way they saying that is everyone's a freaking almost everyone in WWE is a freaking tweener at this point. You can sell them all tweeners. Like shit.
Right.
Like right. I think Bertha is no. I think Really is ill.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Mm. She playing most like she playing off as a heel, but she's not really heel though. No Fantacini. Both the match cards, the full match cards are not out yet. By next
we
week,
don't know
we
who's
should
night
have
one, who's night two, but definitely the matches are out there. I know
the matches out there, but not the full.
Yeah, because we still need to know who's going to be quote unquote the tag team that's facing Liv and Rhea. I mean, Liv and Raquel for the women tag teams. We know that you got the United States of LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. We know we got Jay Cargill and Naomi. We know we got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We know we got Randy with Kevin Owens. That's technically pulled, but we may see Randy with a different opponent. All depends. We know we got CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. We have Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton, and then we have Jay and Gunther, and then of course we have John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
and then,
as of now, the total 9 matches since Randy and Kevin is out.
Change your
and they already have.
Change.
Yeah. Randy got to get a match in.
Io must win. Bianca doesn't necessarily needs the belt. She's a star alone.
Yeah. But real quick, Cody and Cena night 2, Punk, Roman, and Seth is night 1 main event. That's like the only
Right.
two.
Yeah, we know that for
confirmed.
sure.
Well, how else CM Punk is gonna main event WrestleMania?
But the others, they haven't announced them yet which night they're gonna be on.
Can Randy go Don Cena and Cody Rhodes and
Nah. He don't need to join that match.
What our deficits would be now under the framework we currently.
Who has the TV in the background?
But Republicans want
Yeah.
to.
Who that is?
not me?
Yeah. Mute that. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The reason why I don't like it is because see, this is why I say this. I don't like when they do these close things. It's like let's remember how much time did they have Bianca very close of winning the belt only to lose. Like,
right.
if they tell it one more time, look, fuck the BS. Let's just pull the trigger. You know, feel what I'm saying? Let's just pull this fucking trigger. Make her into a heel because you're just playing games at this point. It's like I don't know. That, like, again, WWE has a fine moment where they make some good stuff, and then right at the crust of it all, they make it like shit. Jey Uso and Gunther is becoming shit. Almost every of these matches is becoming shit.
I mean, it's been hell. That's why I said, man, it's just shaking up for better or for worse, because this shit so damn seesawing. It's seesawing right now, and you got your good moments, then it go back down. They can't keep like last year. Everything was on point. It was amping up. Bam, back to back, week to week. Bam, shit just hitting hard. This year it's like, okay, it's down at this moment. This feud down, then this feud that was down amp up, but the other feud that was up amp down, and it's a seesaw. You don't know Bianca can turn shit. She can. Bianca can go heel.
She got plenty of time to go heel.
She can go heel. Fuck around, join up with Naomi. They both got damn shit. Be cautious when you run up on their ass. And Bianca probably can make it stand out even better. So that's more definitely. She definitely can go heel. So let's get to the next topic. The next topic is, does Seth Rollins have the upper hand? Will since Paul Heyman just got involved, do Seth Rollins has the upper hand? Because first we were like, that's why I said so seesaw. At first we were like, okay, Roman ain't got no, well, CM Punk ain't got no business in this feud, right? You know what I'm saying? Then it switched to, okay, Roman ain't got no business in this feud because CM Punk and Seth Rollins, they hate each other. Now it's like, damn, Seth Rollins don't got no business in this feud since Paul Heyman then got in the middle because it's Roman and Punk. So the shit done seesawed all the way around, right? It done triangled itself all the way around to a point where now you thinking, well, it got me thinking that, okay, now Punk and Roman gonna cancel each other out, and Seth Rollins gonna pick up the win. So do Seth Rollins has the upper hand, or who do have the upper hand? Who feud is more important that they're gonna cancel each other out? Punk and Roman, Punk and Seth, or Seth and Roman? Your thoughts on that, Wiley?
All right, so my thoughts. What can I honestly say? Well, first and foremost, I mean, we all know there's history here, you know, all the other shit. So it's like, it is what it is. There's definitely something why all three of these men are in a match. The sad fact of it is, CM Punk, don't ever sit here and call yourself the best in the world when you need these two to motherfucking be at fucking WrestleMania and main event. You sorry piece of shit. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck. Two, you chose to do a gift. Your ultimate gift was to have to have Paul Heyman be your corner man for WrestleMania. That's your favorite. That is your bloodthirsting favorite. You piece of flying. You can't make this shit up. It's like, why do I gotta keep writing your scripts, WWE? Why? Why must I write your better scripts every single time? Why? I call the perfectest play, and you're trying to tell me you want Paul Heyman in your corner at WrestleMania? What type of trickery is this? Like, don't get me wrong. I get all the mind games that can come and play and everything else. That's all cute and fine. But at this point, what type of shit are we selling here? And yes, I do heard rumors that, they're trying to, if the reason why they're doing this is because, Roman's going to go over another change. And let me throw another sidebar real quick. They dried up this whole bloodline shit so fast that the bloodline store has been on the sidelines sitting on there like, what the frick are we doing with this? Oh, we'll see what had happened was. No, notice one thing. When Roman comes back, he never wears the Ulafala. Why?
Right.
Like, come on, bro. What type of shit? So for me, looking at this whole thing, yeah, I'm gonna get to that part. But looking at this whole thing, right? And this whole feud, man, I sit at this and I look at this and I'm like, see, Roman, you don't learn from past mistakes. Ergo, this goes back to what Seth Rollins said. You never click into reality, because let's be real. But let's look at the track record of Paul Heyman. This is the same guy that had his client, aka Brock Lesnar. Guess who he chose? He chose CM Punk. Now, when it all came crashing down, guess who he chose over CM Punk eventually when he screwed him over? Okay, we go back to the Beast. Now you screwed over the Beast, and what you do, you go after Roman Reigns. Can we not understand that Paul Heyman is this very wishy-washy motherfucker?
Yep.
Let's remember this. It's like there's nothing more in the world to be said. Like, I just find it funny, CM Punk, you call this man your best friend, but this is your same best friend that used a lackluster talent and screwed you over, and he fucking kendo stick your ass every single time. Do we need flashback moments? Like, Lord, I don't know what the frick is this. Like, this is some deep and rude. And don't get me wrong, I know they were selling the idea of Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman joining up, but you would think, all lines route this path. But sadly enough, when you think about this picture, it don't. And sadly enough, it's like, why would it at this point? But to the main question, does Seth Rollins have the upper hand at this point in time? Yeah, and you can tell because look at Friday. Just look at Friday. Noticeably enough, Seth Rollins was nothing more to rip CM Punk to shreds. But the fact that he ended up seeing Roman the way he had to, and just everything else, and just making Roman look like a little Sasquatch being folded on the fucking mat after a freaking, like, he couldn't make a reverse. Let's just be real here. I think the only one that has the crossroads moment at this point is Seth Rollins. And it's just sad and pathetic. Because let's be real here. Honestly, last time I checked, between these three men, who has done anything big last time I checked? Oh, Roman Reigns. Let's keep it real. Yes, technically, CM Punk, you are only in the main event because of Roman Reigns. I said it. I don't give a fuck what no one said.
Oh, shit, goddamn. Oh, shit, goddamn.
I'm calling. I'm calling it. And ain't no bullshit. Ain't no bullshit. I'm calling it.
Oh shit! What's up, Lionel?
I'm going to call it.
Yeah, I think Seth gonna win too.
Seth on it throwing a win.
For sure.
They
Say,
give him solo. Like, what the hell? Why they give him solo for?
Goddamn, little Fettuccine.
So more Indy in the background. Jay won't beat Gunther. Fair. Someone will interfere. I mean, we all know that by now. I mean, give or take. I mean, I don't know how far they're going to go with this. This shit's like I said, the way this Bloodline story has been put on the sidelines, I don't know how that story is going to look like right now. What are we getting after the feud, though? Who wins? And that's the thing. This is just a grudge match. I just know one thing.
Right.
Punk better not be the one that wins shit.
I got you, Fettuccine. But King Reed said this right here. He was like, Randy may face a returning star like Malachi Black or Rusev. Or they can get him solo, but it's looking slim. Yeah, solo could be another act to get him in. Malachi or Rusev, they don't need to make a return just to lose. And Randy Orton he can't afford no more losses at a pay-per-view.
That's my whole point. So, but just linking up solo is pointless too. It's like, no. Like all that shit's pointless.
And then he says, Jey Uso won't beat Gunther fair. Someone would interfere. I think I think Jimmy may come out, kind of throw Gunther off. If he may not interfere, but he just may come out. But if he don't, Jey Uso gonna do the John Cena.
I already called the
gonna have the John Cena bullshit. Get beat down, then come back in the end. Yep, pretty much. That's what's gonna happen in that match. Come on, Lionel. Lionel said Gigi Dolan can have his baby. He ready for him some Gigi. He wants some Gigi cheese. But this last topic is the Naomi Hill run, right? I'm just gonna call it right now. Naomi should defeat Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
What the fuck?
If Naomi don't win, we riot.
You on your own on that one?
Yeah, I know that was a surprise, huh? Hey, Naomi should defeat Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. If Naomi lose, we riot.
You on your own? I'm going with Jade Cargill.
Yes, sir. With the elders send someone to help Jade. Man, the elders been out the picture, bro. They done lost 2 of them. So tell them, Lena. Naomi better beat Jade. She better. She better beat Jade.
I'm going with Jade. Fuck this shit.
I'm Jade.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt Jade, right?
Shit, me.
Say he gonna. I'm a riot. Right. Y'all gonna goddamn
have fun riding. I'm going with Jade. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that bathroom bait match.
Right. Say what's that title?
Bathroom bait match.
Yeah, man, we got to get this right, man. Naomi ain't just turn heel just to lose, man. Hassan, what's your take?
Has no business winning that match. What the world?
Yeah.
Shit, me.
I think
right.
Triple H is gonna screw the whole
I'm supposed
thing
to
up.
believe that Naomi has business being with a star like Jade in this match. Fuck no. Naomi gonna get smashed up, trashed up. Look, she can win the next few matches, but winning this match, hell no. At WrestleMania, fuck no. She can win Backlash. She can win any other match you want to put her up against, but she ain't winning this one. I'm telling you that right now. If she wins this one, shit me, then I'm guessing I'm gonna have to ride on a separate video.
Jay's definitely winning this. There's no way Naomi's winning this. But unless WWE does a swerve and they have Naomi win, which I doubt.
Man.
But
Yeah, I think they're gonna make Jay. I'm going for Naomi though, man. I'm going for Naomi. We
All
got
right,
to
so
get that.
Lionel, real quick. So Lionel, you saying what sense does it make for Jade to win? Seriously. Okay, so what's the story right now so far? The story is Naomi feels underappreciated, and she said that Jade is using Bianca to level up herself. Okay, so far right now, we got Jade on her own. They separated from her, from that storyline. So now Jade's on her own, same way as Bianca, same way as Naomi. Last time I checked, let's put it to a test. Literally, you put her up with whoever, she's gonna have a good, decent match. She never needed Bianca. This is just the whole point. The whole story is who can do better without someone else coat riding someone else's coattails. At the end of the damn day, let's just be real. When Naomi walks through the door, it's Naomi. When Jay walks through the door, oh no, we got superpower. I don't care what no one say. Look, if y'all gonna ride it, Naomi loses. Congratulations. I'm gonna be riding when Jay loses. So at the end of the damn day at WrestleMania, who is gonna be the one that takes it home? I'm going with Jade. Y'all can go for Bianca if y'all want to.
If you Naomi, man. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we got to amp that up.
That ain't my fault.
We
when
got
you sell somebody in the same old shtick over and over and over again, thinking it was gonna pop off, that's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Get that amped up, man. We got to get her in there, man. We got to get her in there.
Yeah, well, y'all get her in there when y'all can. So let's be real. Naomi's been always second fiddle every single time. In this case, she's been third fiddle. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, there's no way Jay losing.
Yeah, I can see Jay winning. God damn, boy, that's shit. I mean,
again,
even
like
when
I said, she can win the next match at Backlash. I got no beef with that. But this one, oh hell no. At WrestleMania? I mean, now granted, in fairness, could Naomi win this match at WrestleMania? Sure she can. And could Jay just win at Backlash the same way? Yes. So technically, does it really matter with their match who wins and who loses? Technically, no. No, it don't really matter. Let's just be real. It don't matter. But personally, as far as WrestleMania itself, I'm having Jay win.
Well, Naomi
right.
Around.
Okay,
that'd be right.
So Lionel, you saying, so what happens if Jade wins? It does nothing for her. So what happens when Naomi wins? Again, you go back to her same storyline. Huh?
It amplifies her heel turn.
You want me to seriously believe that?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying, do you really want me to seriously believe that?
Yeah, gonna amplify her heel turn.
Fuck no, it don't. I'm sorry, it just don't. Because again, notice what I said. When you hear her broke down that story about Jade is coattailing,
right,
sweetheart, you act like you wasn't coattailing on Bianca your damn self. Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you. Bianca carried Jade.
Jade needed Bianca.
Most definitely
carried Jade.
Yes.
Let me get the fuck on this screen real quick.
Yes.
Did y'all motherfuckers just say this shit in the motherfucking chats? Last time I checked, when motherfucker came through the motherfucking WrestleMania, I know what the fuck I saw. I know the stuff. I know what the attraction I heard. It's not my fucking fault. They put her literally with her.
She was green.
Oh well.
She was green.
But to sit here and say that they needed her, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't got that time. Let's be real. Who needed who more? Who needed who more? Because let's be honest, the way Bianca was right there, Bianca needed them way more than they needed each other. What the fuck we talking about here?
So you're saying it was like an even trade?
No, what I'm saying is, even if you had Jade by herself, it's still the same working material. You building her up nice and slowly to the freaking main thing. Like, what are we talking about here? Y'all acting like this woman could not stand alone on her own 2 feet and motherfucking do her own thing. And if you ultimately don't believe that, then they should have just sent her to NXT then. But then guess what?
Yeah, she was real.
Even that much of a star,
green.
They would have put her right up there at world title contenders already as it is.
Yeah, I think that's what she should have went NXT. Jade was green. Green. Jade is not a good wrestler. Jade is not a good wrestler.
Oh man!
Like I said, this is the reason they didn't call up Last Legend, because Last Legend would get more traction than Jade.
But you know what? Hey, look here. Let's get this one thing clear. I'm gonna get this one thing clear, right? Do I believe Naomi moves better than Jade? Sure. But does she have the same star power as Jade? Fuck no. But okay, Naomi is a better wrestler than Jade and needs to win. And Jade can win the next match. I see Naomi getting help. But this is my thing though, right? There's always what we call style matches. Where in the style of Naomi and let alone Jade Cargill, you see Jade legitimately really losing? Again, like literally, picture that for me. In what style play do you really see Jade losing against Naomi?
Yeah, I don't see it, but I'm going for Naomi though. I'm gonna be cheering for Naomi, even though I know they're gonna give it to Jade.
No, look, this is my final piece. They can give it to Naomi. Screw it. They can give it to Naomi. It really don't really matter to me no more. Because honestly, it can go either way. Let it happen. Sell the bravado you want to sell. But I promise you this, it ain't gonna change nothing. And the reason why I say this, watch this. You're gonna sit here and say she needs this win because it's going to propel her. Okay, let's say Naomi gets the win. Well, where does she get propelled to? What's the roadmap?
Like I said, I know this feud gonna last a little minute. So either or.
Oh, really? So what you're trying to tell me is Naomi needs Jade to be somebody. What the fuck are you talking about here?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
So who's the real one sucking and coattailing off of who?
If Naomi beats Jade, of course they give her, because Jade got to
smash Naomi and move to better pastures. Get the fuck out of here.
Jade has the star power, so of course, if Naomi defeats Jade, that
right, but
her.
Somehow Jade needs Bianca because Bianca said she's green in the shits. She don't know how to move on her own. But like I said again, she can stand on her own. They could have just sent her to NXT for all I care.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning,
this is very laughable. This is very laughable.
At the beginning.
Again, it's still very laughable.
Now, at the beginning, she did botch a lot of shit, and people was down talking her.
You know how much people have botched a lot of shit, and you know what? I can care less.
Bianca did.
Cause I be laughing at a lot of this shit anyways. Like some of the botches, like you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes you gonna bot shit. There ain't nothing you do that's gonna be perfect picture clean. Like you look at
Like
someone that actually fight.
Jay actually lost star power for a minute, just for a little second, not a long time, but just for a little minute, she lost star power because people stopped actually just cheering like that. But she regained it back. Now she regained it back, but
Hey, you know that
at the
tells
end
me,
though, like
tells me you just got to work with the shift.
you got to do that. And Bianca did help her for training because they trained together, so that helped propel her. Even with the Naomi story, helped propel Jade by pushing her on the car. So that helped propel Jade. So now it's time for Jade to help propel Naomi.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's time to switch a room. But the feud gonna last long, so Naomi gonna get a win regardless. Even if she don't win at WrestleMania, she gonna get the next win. It's gonna be a tri effect story. They're gonna fight 3 times.
That shit could be horrible.
Damn.
Of course not. When you're tall, muscular, of course you're gonna like. She's very tight. It's not like she's like a loose muscular chick.
Naomi wanted to use a weapon. Someone would show up. I think in the second match, Naomi gets help. The first match, Jade win. Second match, Naomi gets help. Third match is gonna be like a stipulation match.
She gets help.
Yeah, she need to start. She need to start a group though. Like Naomi need a group.
Gosh, bro, this is what I'm talking about, dog. This shit, it's so. As bad as
Naomi,
it is,
Naomi need a. She need to run with a group.
No, duh. No, duh. Like literally, no fucking duh.
Nah, not. Please don't put her back with Tamina. Please don't. Tamina is stiff as fuck right now. She ain't gained that weight. She can't move like she used to. Nah.
Dude, this shit's funny. Like it's like one
Charlotte versus Ronnie. Ronnie, you mean Rotsy? Charlotte versus Rotsy. Oh, you said like the 2018 ending. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild ride, man. It's gonna be a wild ride. But on Team Naomi, goddamn it. Yeah. Team Naomi, we cautious. Be caution when you challenge her.
Cautious,
You know what I'm
my she's a light featherweight with a mouth.
With some lips.
I guess.
Them big sassy lips. Yeah.
Don't get Jimmy Uso come for you now. Big Jim ain't playing that.
Man, Big Jim better recognize his brother ain't the main event. I'm the real main event, goddamn it. Shit.
Damn.
Get Jim sit down somewhere, huh? Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting WrestleMania.
Oh, go ahead, Alan.
I say it's gonna be an interesting WrestleMania. And you know what's crazy? Backlash is literally like what, 2 weeks after May 10th? 2 weeks and a half later.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it's gonna come up real fast. Yeah, so pretty much they're gonna do some of the same feuds with some different ones.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of rematches gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what Backlash for, because it used to be Payback, so they just Backlash now. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. Like that match right there really got me. I'm interested in that. The CM Punk shit. Interested to see what's gonna happen there. Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany, I'm not too interested. Damian Priest versus Drew, not too much interested. Jay versus Gunther, I'm wondering I'm just interested in how the ending gonna be.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All they need
The
to
tag
do.
team match, I'm interested in that. I know the tag match gonna be Motor City Machine Gun versus Street Profits gonna be on point.
No, but guys, all they need to do keep CM Punk away from matches between now and WrestleMania. There's a risky chance he might get injured.
Shit, and that fat need to keep Rhea Ripley away from matches. She injury prone too, but nobody talk about that though.
True.
That's why she don't wrestle. That's why she barely wrestle on TV. Because they try to keep her from getting injured. But yet you get rid of other people for their injuries.
Naomi and Nia Jackson start up a team. Ain't that the same person that's trying to expose her for the one doing it, and then be like, "I wasn't the one that did it."
Right? Yeah, that wouldn't make no wouldn't make good for storyline.
So I am not interested in the women division at all.
Oh shit! Yeah, they held back Becky, and then they threw Bayley in her place because Becky's supposed to be feuded with Lyra. So I guess they got other plans. Cena wins at Mania Night after Mania. Cena and The Rock have a celebration, but Crash Out Riley comes out with Seth, or maybe it's set up The Rock versus Roman. Crash Out Riley's come out with Seth. That's a fettuccine with Seth is Rollins. What are we talking about? But but now Cena wins. I don't know what The Rock role is in this shit.
Another reason why that part of that story is actually trash.
Yeah.
Because they did not add that component.
Yeah. They put it in at the beginning, then took it out. So it's wish-washy. So Roman has to beat the mid-boss Cena to get to the final boss. Well, don't look forward to Roman having no title shot for a minute. I think he's gonna be getting screwed. And he barely there anyway. Say throw some Naomi on the back to you crazy. Yeah, you get out my background. Damn. But yeah, it's looking interesting though, man. Like it just ain't hype. WrestleMania is looking interesting, but it's not as hype as last year. And then the ticket price is so damn high. It's shitty. Becky's supposed to be getting the IC title, bro, but she ain't came back. They held back her comeback. So she may come back at WrestleMania or after WrestleMania.
Or she just don't come back at all.
Nah, we need them Becky cheats. We gotta have Becky cheats.
Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of this 4 horsewomen bullshit.
But she got to get her comeback on Lyra. You know what I'm saying? We'll see though, man. But Lyra can deal without Becky if they bring Roxanne on up and let them feud for the IC title and reinvent their feud from NXT. They can do that. You know, they can do that. But if they gonna do it, I'm not for sure. Say why they are the measurements. Yeah, but the 4 horsewomen, with me, it's either or. It's either. I just don't like the way Charlotte. I don't like her role right now.
They are the measurements. They are the measurements. You're trying to tell me, okay, so out of the 4 horsewomen, we got Charlotte Flair. We got Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné. Bayley, and then you got Becky Lynch. They are the measurements. Right. So 2 out of the measurements, they go back and forth, 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 back and forth. And yet you would call those title shit contentions, and they're able to stack themselves almost 10 plus in a short time span. That is the measurement. Fuck out of here. Bayley, Becky, I give them a little bit more credence because they actually did work towards it more than those 2. because they had to freaking ping pong themselves all the way up there. The measurement. Look, when they said that the women's division was at a whole nother level, it never made it there. Fuck out of here. There ain't none measurements. I don't believe that shit. Please find me something else.
Nah, they like they like the top people to defeat to establish yourself.
Yes, Triple H's guinea pig daughters. No one cares. AKA, I don't care.
Oh shit.
I think like I feel like booking is like little off. It's like most of the matches, like Nathan Chamber, like I feel like that Nathan Chamber is so sucked. I feel bad. Like, come on, do better. Then AW over here like doing all right, and it's like okay, touring time. I see you, but hey, like I like all companies, like not like beef. Like I don't like people say, "Oh, you barren all of this stuff." You know, it's wrestling. It's not like football, basketball. Like, come on, man. This is wrestling. This, I don't know. It's done.
Yeah, it's just for entertainment. But yeah, it's the burying stuff. I don't like that stuff either. But some people do get buried. Some people do. And King Reezy says, "I see Randy turning heel and causing Cody the belt." What think about that? Randy is on a little spree right now. I mean, the voices is talking to him right now.
A part of me is like, yeah, and then another part of me is also like, no. The yeah part is like, okay, it could be fun to see John Cena and Randy Orton on a team together, and let it ride out. Why not, right? A fun hoo-ha, both of them being on the same team together. Why not? But on the other hand, that would also be very conflicting because it's like, well, you're trying to go after KO. Now you go heel because you lost your WrestleMania match out of thin air because, right. KO had a neck injury, which, let's be honest, we all know it was coming. Have anyone not see KO get dropped by the ladder and folded the way he was folded? Like,
right.
We didn't think that this was coming. So yeah, a little bit of a stretch.
Right, and then they're trying to say his neck injury was, it was months of this happening. It was months before Cody Rhodes put me through the ladder. Okay, now y'all trying to take the heat off of Cody Rhodes. Because if it's announced that Cody Rhodes injured Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes would start getting booed. Right? So
he needs to start getting booed. He's ass.
So what they did was say,
I know we didn't get to this part yet, but boy, I can't wait till we get to this part.
But there was like, the injury happened months ago. They just now diagnosed it. Now, bro, Cody Rhodes injured your ass in that match with Sami Zayn. They're making no damn better. But I digress. Excuse me. Saying you still don't have the majority of women having more match quality on the level of them.
And I wonder why. Oh, wait, because WWE do not produce them.
I often say, they don't give them a chance like they do NXT on NXT.
Because I don't see how you go from, here's the NXT females, and they do great. They're the top women's division, as they would say. And then when most of them actually come to the main roster, they look like mediocre. Like they haven't been through nothing. Like they haven't did anything in the past. Other than the small few that you brung across the board, aka Rhea. I mean, really?
Yeah,
That's why that's considered the women outside of the TV shows.
They handpick because if you don't know about Alba Fire, she's fire. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't NXT UK Women's Champion for nothing. And she can put on some good matches, but if they letting her do it, no. Mi Chen, another good wrestler. What we gonna do? We gonna send her down to NXT to put on some good matches, but on the main roster, we ain't gonna let her shine like that. Io Sky, they were doing Io Sky back and forth, right? Oh, she gonna be getting pinned quickly right now until we're ready to use her to hold the title for somebody, to be a part-time title holder, so somebody else can defeat her and get it out. Hold up, what about Oscar? Didn't they do it the same way? We gonna use you when we need you, but we know how good you is. They don't give them no main roster time. They handpick them. So we do have women that's on this 4 horsemen level, maybe even better. But will they let that shit shine? Hell no.
I forgot about Asuka. Yeah, and then they trump card her. See? It's the same old bullshit. And even if they did, and even if the other woman did pedestalize them, that's them. They can say that shit. But let's be honest here. If I'm looking at it as a fan, which I have, you're trying to tell me I should be happy with the body of work that they've given? Again, I can sit here and say, okay, Becky, Bailey, I'll put them on the side because at the end of the damn day, at least they work a little bit more for theirs. But I'm supposed to be happy with Charlotte Flair and what Mercedes Moné gave? I'm supposed to be happy with that? That ping pong shit? I'm supposed to be happy with that garbage? Fuck out of here. Even as much as you would considerably were to sit here and say, hey, that was probably the best wrestling you would probably get out of most cases. But for you to do that the way you did it and to raise their titles, like their how much time they had the titles in the body of time that they did it, no. That just tells me you're just gonna trump card everybody else just because. And this is why I sit here and say this. This is why I look at most people and I say what I say. Most of the women roster is lackluster. This is why I asked y'all. If Naomi were to win and took this win, how far is she gonna go? How far? Please let me know. How far? Because again, the 4 horsewomen are the pinnacle. So how far does she go then? How far does she reach if they're the pinnacle? She don't go far enough. So again, what the fuck we talking about here? Like this shit's a joke, bro. That's why I'm like, nah, this shit. Like I don't see how y'all don't see it. I'm not wasting my time on these subpar mother lovers that get chosen and handpicked just because. A freak. Man, come on. You can't sell me a great quote-unquote women's division at the highest of the highs. Yes, you have way more women competitors now than yesteryear. But here you are, and the fucking competition is small. If I told you you told me right now, if you look at the top list of world champions and women, you tell me it's Charlotte Flair. You tell me it's the 4 horsewomen. They're on top. They're the 4 women on top. All right, cool. Who's the next one? Oh, wait. Here's the 4 horsewomen. Here's the rest of them. And under. Look how significantly sad that is. Ever since you welcomed that into WWE. They're up here and everyone else is down here. That's pathetic, bro.
Right.
And you want to sit here and tell me your women's division is higher than ever? Fuck out of here. I'll go watch it.
In NXT it is, not on the main roster. Man. Then look what they did with my girl Dakota Kai. Another one that they lacking on. Zelina Vega.
Who?
Hold on, Zelina Vega. Look what the fuck they doing with Zelina. Come on, man. This shit is.
Bro,
Hold
that's
on,
what I'm trying to say, dog. This shit-
Piper Niven even a good wrestler, right? I seen her in that first tournament she was in. That first tournament they had before she got signed, right when she first got signed, and they had that tournament with all the low level women. I think Piper Niven was down there in the semifinals, but she was fucking wrestling on that shit. I can't remember what it was the tournament though, but she was going hard. Like you look at that, you look at her in that tournament, and then you look at her on the main roster, you'll say, oh, they definitely downplayed her. They say Real Bianca and Ed.
Let me see. I need to find this. This is just atrocious, dog.
Oh, nah. NXT do got star power though. They got star power down there. They got a lot of star power down there. Shit. They loving that shit. It's just that.
Right. So Charlotte had this. She had it for 113 days. Second one on Raw. Then Sasha Banks had it. She had it for 26 to 27 days. Then Charlotte get it back at SummerSlam. She had it for 43 days. Then Sasha Banks gets it on Raw, 27 days. Then you get Charlotte to get it back for 29 days. I'm reading this shit down, and I'm telling you, bottom bunk bullshit. Like, what the fuck we talk? This is bad, dog. Oh my god, bro. Nothing but pingaboo. The next thing you know is like after Sasha Banks wins it on the 6th try. Well, sorry, no. After Flair wins it on the 7th try, because now they piggyback that shit back again. Now what? You get Bayley. She gets 75 to 76. Then you get Alexa Bliss. The only stray out of the list gets 101, 111, 112. Then you get Banks. She gets it only for 8 days. Then you get Bliss, 222 to 223 days. Then you get Nia Jax, 70. You get Bliss again, 63. You get Ronda Rousey, 231 to 232. Then you get Becky Lynch for 398 days. Then you get Asuka for 78 or 96, whatever how much is that, because they have two different ways they count in this. Then you get Sasha again for 26 to like 34, however they ring that. Then they go back to Asuka for 231. Then they go back to Rhea. Then they go back to Flair. Then they go for Nikki. Flair again. Lynch again. Bianca this time. And Bianca was the big stretch. She had the 419. She was the longer reign amongst all the other women, other than Becky, which was the second longest reign. And then what else you got after her time frame? Then you go to Asuka with 70. Bianca was short-lived when she got that back. Then you got Io at 245 to 246. Then you got Bayley for 117. Then you got Nia for 153. Then you got Tiffany right now currently at 87 plus days. So again, like literally, if I just take the 4 horsewomen out here, right? You got about what? You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 other people outside of the 4 that have ever touched that title. Well, actually, technically 9, because the other 9 that I'm talking about would be what's chick name? She was married to what's her name? the announcer, Corey Graves.
Okay.
Money
Carmella.
in the Banks.
Carmella.
Yeah, Carmella, because she won Money in the Banks. So just looking at that is there's not a lot of people. Like literally, take away the 4 horsemen, you have a small list of certain people, and then even if you were to take off some other people that are not here no more, it's still budget cut. And let's be honest, for a lot of y'all that like to sit here and say, "Well, Jay can't wrestle," bitch, Ronda couldn't wrestle either. What was her freaking importance to having the title? Like literally. So, hey, see it how you want to see it. All I know is, man, you just can't sell me BS. That's all I know. You just can't sell me BS. Eventually, you just gotta motherfucking sit here and say to yourself, you cannot sit here and tell me as deep of a roster you have in women talent. Even though, yes, you can definitely sit here and say some of them had to work themselves out and build themselves a little bit more to be morally seen as decent talent. Let's keep it real. You're not pushing them to really exuberate that talent. It's just being trump carded. And I'm only counting as far as like I'm only speaking to like the here and the now. I'm not talking about because technically there's other women on the roster that has won titles amongst the women division, but technicality, as far as coming into the new era, this is all the competition you had that even touched the title. Just saying. For a division that really leveled up, that really went there, and yet this is how small the poll is. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm letting
let's hope they do a little better, man, on the main roster with the women. Ronda did help. Well, she tried to help, but Vince went down with that shit she was talking. He was like, bitch, I just got you here to make extra money. Shut the fuck up.
And you know what? That's fair.
I said that. I say that's fair, Wiley. That's fair.
No. I mean, no, yeah, it's fair, but I mean, yeah, but see, that's the thing, though, right? You're using a lesser person that doesn't know how to wrestle just to help the building process. All right, fine, because she's an MMA fighter, whoop-de-whoop, all that. But see, that's all cute. But again, that doesn't really transcend nothing. Because let's be real, Ronda couldn't really wrestle. You just took her because she had a name. So this is my thing. It's like, again, it's funny how we want to sit here and say, oh, well, Jade needs a whole bunch of freaking help because she just rusty. Like Ronda wasn't either. But what was her purpose? To bring her in here to help the other stars look good. Yeah, she helped Liv look real good when she won that title. Man, stop.
Oh shit. Hey. They tried though. They gave Liv that chance, but that's all she needed was a chance. But it did help kind of like have her as the next upcoming person to be on that, be in that star power level. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? It helped out. And everybody kept pushing her name in the back room. So
well, I never said what was Jade's purpose. Again, what I'm comparing is you're talking about, well, let's be real. Jade is in need of way more of wrestling than someone else on the tap. Okay, so let me revert what I'm saying. I was pretty much saying that the idea of the storyline between Naomi and Jade is Naomi said that Jade need help being somebody. So she was milking off of Bianca. But I said that's funny because ain't the same thing that Naomi is doing right now the same way is milking off of Bianca? So, but this is why I'm comparing. But now we go to the point of, well, okay, Naomi's a better wrestler. All right. Same way. So my thing is, how can we sit here and say Ronda's coming in here to help somebody else when most people that's in this industry is already a better wrestler than her anyways? She just is a better submission grappler. So for me, what I'm saying is bringing in Ronda for at least the star visuals, congratulations. But ultimately, she's nothing but a scrub that really didn't have no real tools in this, unlike someone she actually knows that has been doing this, aka Shayna Baszler. But guess what? Shayna Baszler got all the freaking tools to be champion. They ain't gonna push her to be that. Why not?
Yeah,
So again,
they downplay her too.
Again, you're talking about the pinnacle of the 4 horsewomen, but Shayna Baszler equally can be the same thing as them. But of course, because you don't have the image, the look, whatever they want to fucking sell to derail her from being that. Like, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's very lackluster when we talk about, like, who should be up there on the top echelons of being champion. That's why I'm like, the ways how they do these things is very finicky as hell. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're trying to tell me ain't no one else should be world champion but them, I find that very fucking impossible. Because you sit here and talk about you have the best competing women's division. So there should be a little bit more wiggle room for more women to be world champion. So why is that not happening? Now, granted, we can sit here and say in fair. Now, I'll say this, right? Fair point, Lionel. I'll give you this. I'll give you this to your fair point of why you're saying the 4 horsemen are the pinnacle. Because at a time, there was only one title for the women where there was no main card. So you would say, yes, it would be a deeper playing field for everyone else to try to come up and take the title, knowing at that point in time that they were morally favored and morally seen as the top competitor, which where their skill set is not near theirs. So I'll give you that. That's why they're able to be that what they were at that time. But still, if you're going to sell that bravado that you have the top women talent, the competition should be actually more closer than it should be. And it wasn't. It's literally mountains away. And that's what I'm saying, that it's very impossible how you're selling one thing and showing another. But I digress. I'll let the argument go because personally, I don't want to stick this right here. I'm just saying, if you're going to sell the idea of the women's division being up there, actually prove it. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying she's great either. I'm saying Jade is just minimal. She has the look. She has the visuals. She just needs to be more loose because honestly, Lash Legend is way more better than her. Like if I had to compare her as far as size and image, Lash Legend can move in the ring better than she can, but she's not too, trapped up as, Jade is.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm not saying this was an argument. I'm saying like it's just like conversion of thoughts. Like, no, I'm not saying that we're arguing, Lionel. I'm just saying like, I just want to sell you a visual, all that stuff. Oh yeah. Peace out, Tyler.
Yeah. On the other hand, Jay is going straight for the women's championship. I don't see them pushing her for the IC or the US title. I think they're pushing her straight to the fucking top. They already teased it. They already teased it.
Put her in the Money in the Bank.
She may win that motherfucker too. But
because it makes perfect sense at this point. Because it's gonna add to the story. She wins Money in the Bank. She goes for Bianca.
That's why I say Bianca should win at WrestleMania. That's why I like Bianca should win at WrestleMania, but I don't like that narrative because Io Sky is just a fucking title holder for the next person.
But I'll say this though. They don't have to make her win that match right then and there. Because let's be real. Remember, Money in the Bank is still a decent minute. It's gonna be in June. So they got time, right? Because let's say hypothetically, WrestleMania happens, but they said, okay, Bianca and Rhea, both of you got to fight for an opportunity to face Io.
Right.
Bianca wins, and they go at Backlash, and then Bianca wins Backlash. Then it's like, you know what? We, and they move it on from there.
Right. There it is. There it is.
You don't initially have to win at WrestleMania, but you know.
Yeah, that's a good scenario. Yeah, they did throw Ronda in our face. That was like the a wave too fast push. Okay, then we got Ash is infinitely better. I can agree with that. But Jade is getting better though. She getting better. Say disrespect for the Lash. Nah, Lash is stuck in a tag team vortex. So we can't
And
even
plus,
put her in
they
the
have
same.
her stuck on NXT. I thought they were supposed to move her to the main roster. I don't know why they waited.
I told you why. She was outshining Jade. They didn't want
But see,
the
that's my problem. That's not. I don't care. Like what we do? Like what the fuck? Oh, so now I gotta de-war somebody because you was outside. They already freaking demoted Solo like it ain't nothing when Jacob fought too.
they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it to Jade though. You know they got their pits.
See, and that's that lame shit. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. WWE, you on some weird.
Did you see the star power when Lash was being featured on the main roster? That was at a point when they was not cheering Jade like they was when she first approached.
But that's my thing. Is like, again, that's what I'm saying, bro. The authenticity, bro, is so weird, dog. Like, this is why I can't even look at it the same. Like, where's the authenticity when we just sell who is the popping person? Follow the direction of where it's at, bro. Like, ugh. Like people just so backwards, bro.
You know, WWE they got their favorites and who they gonna push, and they were like, well, Lash Legend is getting too much shine. We wasn't expecting this much, goddamn, because.
But see, that's the reality. That is the reality. See, that's the thing, dog. That is the reality. When you are, remember, you call yourselves quote unquote sports entertainment. But when you have somebody that sells a little bit bravado, sells that, that twang, and you know what, we all know everything else in between. What do you expect was gonna happen? Like, no one else is just gonna pop out and show them? Like come on, stop. Like, what are we out here talking about? This is what happens when you generally make people just pop out and do things. It is what it is. It's like, for instance, we were all high on Trick. Then what did they do to Trick? They burned him to the rug and motherfucking smashed him down there like he was nothing but a ton of rocks. He was popping. Now what they did, they just freaked them over. All for what? To sell the new guy that they just got in off of a fluke win with his freaking body decayed flatline on someone else's freaking. Like, come on, bro. like you look at all this, bro. Like, come on. It's just sad, dog.
Oh, you over CM Punk? Shit, that man generating the money and shit like that.
Man, look, CM Punk calls himself the best in the world, man. Man, please. You're the best in the world, but you getting carried all the way to WrestleMania for your first main event. Frick out of here. You ain't the best in the world.
I think that favor really gonna work against CM Punk.
I hope it does too. Shit. I hope it rubs him the wrong way.
It's going with the fans, definitely with the fans, because now the fans like this. That was the favor. You want somebody? You want to
exactly?
He come scratch your neck.
As being carried to the greatest tops. Like let's keep it real, dog. Like, that's the thing about CM Punk. I get it. He is definitely a person with the mic. He is definitely someone that will transcend the mic like no one else. You give him a mic, let him talk, let him spill. He's gonna go cuckoo. But one thing for sure is, you didn't get there on your own merits. You got there off of two people's names that are higher than yours right now.
Right.
Like, bro, frick out of here.
But feed it from the bottom.
There, you wouldn't even be there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. That's how he got his way in there. He milked his way in that one. Definitely. But let's get on this John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh boy. The
Oh
things I
man.
say about this.
Well, I'm gonna start. First off, Travis Scott, little bitch ass. You fucked up at WrestleMania. I mean, fucked up at Elimination Chamber.
Elimination
You fucked
Chamber.
up then. Yeah, when you fucked Cody up. You fucked up then. Or was it the Raw? Now it was the Elimination Chamber.
Elimination
people
Chamber.
picking you on Fortnite. Yeah, people picking you on Fortnite, fucking me up. And you went. Hold on, something happened. Activity detected. Live complete verification in live studio within 5 minutes. Hold up. Let me see something real quick. I had to verify some shit real quick. Okay, people picking you in Fortnite, fucking me up. So I don't like Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just because of the Fortnite shit though. But anyway, The Rock played into the feud, and and we don't see him no more. That's a problem. Who is the next person to join John Cena? Because he's not gonna be there if he does. I don't see him not winning the title as a turning heel. I don't see him not winning the title, or it's gonna be a turn for nothing. On top of that, John Cena not gonna be around with the title like Cody Rhodes would be. So does it make sense for John Cena to even win the title unless he's gonna be around for a while?
You know what's crazy? So I heard this play, right? So when John Cena talked about, oh, he's gonna retire with the belt, and I know Vince Russo was talking about should go ahead, John. You act like WWE don't like motherfucking making new belts. How much you want to bet they're gonna do the same shtick with what CM Punk did? Took the belt, ran away with it. They're gonna bring in another belt, and then of course John Cena comes back, and then they put title for title.
John Cena scheduled for Backlash, ain't it? I don't
even know. I don't even care. I don't even know. Like, bro,
that's just how fucked up. This how fucked up the story is. People starting to lose interest and don't even fucking care.
You say not enough.
Don't even care.
I ain't gonna lie, you ain't lying. I haven't seen Miss Parker in that lineup either. Hey, let's Miss Parker.
I got your lineup. I'm gonna do another one. And Fantaccini. I'm gonna do another one. But yeah, it's like that's the bullshit, man. Come on, like I don't know if this is gonna be a good thing to put the title on John Cena if he's not gonna be around that often.
But that's the thing, though, right? He's going through a 1-year run, so you would think he is going to be there. The problem is how this story is going to be, and that's my thing. Is like the way they're selling this whole thing is like, don't get me wrong, right? If you told me right now, do I believe that John Cena's turn is justified? It's justified enough. I didn't love the actual angle he took because when he hit it, right, I'm like, okay, I wish you hit it at the point of like your rusty years versus just more so of where you were further down the stretch. Because like further down the stretch, you really can't get too much to that. It's like you already knew it. It's like you pretty much bury yourself in a sense because you sacrificed yourself to that. But you're talking about your early years when you was trying everything in your heart's desires to please people, to give them what they want because they pay their hard-earned money to do something. Now I understand. It's like now and then, at that point, you're almost trying to throw me away. It was at a point I had to show myself to the world versus pleasing you. I had to show myself to the world. And when I showed myself, this is where you come in and you wanted to love me. This is where you want to come and you wanted to cheer me. And I find that interesting. And I think at that point now you sort of sell a more better storytelling.
Yeah.
And that actually makes point. But the problem that I have here is Cody's side of the story. Because Cody Rhodes, you are a complete and obstruct hypocrite. Because out of all turns that you're trying to take at John Cena, for everything you said, you can look in the stuff in the mirror, you jacked. Because guess what? Everything you say about John, look at yourself, bro. You're the same client you talking about. Hey, last night when they showed the recap, I'm like, hold up. You're saying that the only reason you're here is because of the guy that used to be here? Last time I checked, ain't you here because the same guy that used to be here? If he didn't come to your house and kiss your feet, you wouldn't be here either, you jack. Make it make sense,
Damn.
bro. So I'm like, bro. I'm like, you listen to all that. I'm like, bro, that shit funny to me. But then, of course, then what? He goes in here. He goes for the ultimate dig. Hey, at least when we were in this company together, I was never told I can't wrestle.
He hit him hard then.
Oh yeah, he really did. But I find it funny for a guy that can't wrestle. 16-time world champion, and he can't wrestle. I mean, hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. John Cena is not really all that in visuals. He doesn't really move like that in the ring to the highest extent as anybody else. But you're trying to tell me, as someone like you or anyone else for that matter, that moves more fluently, that moves more slickly, that moves more lightfully in every sense of wrestling format you can think of. And yet the guy that's stiff is a 16-time world champion. Don't get me wrong. We all know why. That's Vince's chosen boy. It is what it is.
Right.
But remember this. This is the same guy that wasn't supposed to be champion most of the times and was supposed to lose most of the times. Yet, here we are, 16 world championships. Ain't that something?
Well, he got the proof in the pudding, so yeah, he did it third thizzle. Even though he was handpicked, he still did his thing.
I just find it funny because what was the other thing he said? He says he was chosen by the people. I'm like, were you? Or were you thrown? Or were you actually thrown to us by force? Were you really chosen? Cody Rhodes, were you really chosen? Because if you were chosen, my good man, you would have never left WWE in the first place.
Right.
You weren't chosen. You just another guinea pig. Because you're another sucker that was carried by another bigger star, a.k.a. Roman Reigns. Nigga, you wasn't chosen by the fans? The same fans that when you won that title, you came that day and everyone was screaming, we want Roman. Damn. You win the title and they still calling for Roman?
Right. That was crazy. That was crazy word.
Okay. They chose you, right? They chose you, all right. They chose your ass. Oh, yeah. Nigga, please.
Damn. Yeah, that was great insult, but he ignored it and kept. Yeah, see the fans the heel. Like John Cena said, the fans the real heel.
So that's why I'm like, you don't really see it, but he called the freaking plays. John Cena has called these plays.
John
Right
Cena didn't say nothing wrong. That man didn't say nothing wrong. That's all I can say. He didn't say nothing wrong. And Cody Rhodes, when John Cena said, I'm gonna win my 17, oh man, the crowd went wild. They got to cheering. Which means if they cheering when he said, I'm gonna win my 17, Cody, they want to see you lose. Come on.
Exactly.
Is John Cena ready to heal right now?
Or is he just speaking straight facts that the fans are ungrateful sons of bitches?
Right. Right. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Cause I believe the crowd gonna go wild. If he win, the crowd gonna cheer his ass.
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, you know what? Look, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I did say John Cena does not need a 17 times world championship. He just don't, because again, who can you sit here and look at and say in one corporation they won 16 times? You can't say that about many. You just can't. You can't.
Nah.
That's a lot of loyalty. That's a whole lot of respect, even if you like them or you don't. That's just what it is. And granted, again, we all know in between, yeah, you got to lose the title to again, to of course win it. So of course, hey, the small steps of losing, even though he lost to the right people. And don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people like to be like, oh, well, John Cena buries talent. You can't bury talent. You can't blame him for burying the talent when guess what? Who's the really one that's burying them? Vince.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. How much time have we heard the crowd scream out Rusev's name, but Rusev never get a world title?
Right.
You can't make this shit up. How much time Cesaro had the crowd, but you can't get Cesaro a title? Like, they ain't no one burying talent other than the freaking main WWE guys themselves.
The writers, the motherfucker behind
what the fuck are you talking about here? That's not John Cena's fault.
Shit.
I mean, in some cases, it may be his fault because, yeah, we did hear backstories, don't get me wrong, but for most of it, I mean, let's be honest. Could Wade Barrett have been a world champion? Of course he could have. Who fault that is, though?
John Cena. Not John Cena, but Vince McMahon.
That's my whole point.
Yeah.
Sell it how you want to sell it. That's on y'all.
He held a lot of them back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how they put it, man. But like I said, John Cena is not the heel in this situation. He's just speaking facts and some shit that he been wanting to say, and all it was that the people didn't like what they heard, but they got to accept it. They had to soak it in. They had to chew it and swallow it. That's why he still get cheered.
My only one small thing though, I would love that they did with Cena, even though yes, that I've seen certain people explain the slight changes, but I just wish the changes were a little bit more deeper than what it was. Because honestly, it's like literally, could you at least did something different? Like, literally, can you at least did something different? Like, I wish that like he came with more sleeker, like he probably came with some sleeker Hollywood glasses, some shit, or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, granted, I could see him still doing the whole hustle, loyalty, respect, but at least with a different visual of drip for me. Like, I'm gonna keep it honesty. Something. Like, give me a whole new word phrase. Honesty, authenticity, and nothing but straight raw. Like, what's he technically doing right now? He's keeping it honest, he's keeping it authentic, and he's keeping it straight raw. Like,
right.
Like, just give me some different wording context. Like, bro. Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
But it's just it's just very funny, though. It's just very funny. And I ain't gonna lie. You know what's even worse? When John Cena told him about his freaking tattoo. You wear that shit on your neck just to sell a vibe. But I ain't gonna lie. He's right about that. Because let's be real. How do you call yourself the American Nightmare when you really want to be like your daddy and be the American Dream?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why you don't want to wear your daddy's name is you don't want to bring in the shams. Like, make it make sense. I'm the American Nightmare, but to the whole world, I want to be the American Dream. Make that make sense. But technically, yes, you are the American Nightmare. Because you want to talk about burying talent? Let's be honest. Your first match was with Melo, and guess what happened? We don't see him nowhere near no freaking title. Ever since Melo faced you, nothing has ever happened for Melo. You want to talk about burying talent? You buried NXT's top draft pick. Fuck out of here.
Number 1 draft pick. Oh, with
shit.
It's wild, man.
Fuck out. This nigga been burying shit left and right. It don't make no damn sense.
Man, we gonna see though, man. We heading into WrestleMania. Let's hope these next 2 weeks or the go home shows are amped up. None of this bullshit, none of this stuttering ass promos. Everybody need to get their shit to fucking together. Jey Uso need to stop yeeting right now. Get serious. Excuse me. Let's get this shit right, man. God damn,
I know
WWE.
one thing. When Jimmy said, "Man, this type of Uso ain't gonna win. You need that right hand man, Uso." I was like,
Yeah.
Let's keep it one thing co-aesthetic. Right hand Uso was on a whole nother plane of mentality. That sounds like a lot of things you're trying to sell right now. I don't know.
Hey, yeah, the right hand man that was his best gimmick.
Yeah.
The motherfucking dog, the motherfucking unhinged main event fro. That motherfucker would come. I mean, main event Jey Uso. That motherfucker was goddamn. Yeah, he was terrorizing shit.
That's the thing, though. He was terrorizing shit without having a clear head. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Does this clear head move to a different pathway? We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hope you get that dog in him. Other than that, though, man, that's pretty much about it. We'll be on this thing about 3 hours. Yeah. What's your last words for the people, Wiley?
Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know, man. This is getting crazy, man. I look at a lot of this thing and it's like, it's very wonky. Look, right now, I know we didn't talk about this because I know they got a couple actually, because there's just a few things that are up here. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because I say this, right? I know we talked about earlier, like, how do we see Jacob Fatu taking the United States title? Is he going to be betrayed by Solo? How all that shit? I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, I don't feel like that's the move right now. And the reason why, the way the Bloodline story is on a quiet side piece, is on the quiet sidelines right now, it's very... I would not touch it. And then, because my thing is this, right? If everyone's thinking that Jay's going to join The Rock with John Cena and all that, then it's like, it don't make no sense, right? Then you got The Rock, you got Roman, now you got the whole thing with Solo. So it's like, well, you got one quote-unquote tribal chief from yesteryear. You got the current day tribal chief. Then you got the subpar tribal chief. At this point, it's like, well, who goes where? I mean, Jimmy goes to Roman, Jacob goes to who? Then it's like Solo with what? Tama Tonga and Tonga Lu come back? Like, what are we doing here? So it's just very weird. I don't know. I don't like the idea of Solo switching up, because it's like, if Solo switch up, then who is he going to be standing with? Are you standing with Roman? Are you standing with The Rock? Then where does Jacob falls into this? It's like, so, very testy. It's very testy. I don't know. It's just very looking ugly right now.
Yeah, that's I was saying that, like, if Solo try to help Jacob and accidentally cost him the match, or maybe he do help him win it, but I don't see Jacob Fatu needing no help with LA fucking Knight.
Nah, and that's my thing. I don't think so at this point Solo beats anywhere near, because at this point, I think if he is near it, Jacob lose right then and there. It's like, that's a sign he's going to lose. Because at this point, It's like, it's just like Jacob said, boy, get in where you fit in. Because I think right now, Jacob is pretty much taking that same stance like Gunther. Hey, I don't need your help. Y'all need to go out there and go get your own. Let me handle my business.
Right.
And he's taking that same stance. Like, hey, I got this. Let me handle my business. So it's like, that's the same thing. And that's the thing. It's like, Jacob ain't no scrub. Well, it's very interesting. And then you got a typical, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, which may definitely be interesting with their style. We don't know where Randy's at because he's limbo.
Right.
And you know, you get Seth, Roman, and CM Punk. We don't know where this is gonna go ultimately. Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton becomes very stale. Jay and Gunther, we don't know what the frick that is, because honestly, I've seen reports that people are tired of the Gunther being world champion, but at the same time, they don't want Jay to win it one way or the other.
Mixed feelings.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of mixed feelings on that shit. And then, you know, Io, Rhea, Bianca is just another mixed posh of things going on. And then as far as, do you want Cody to win or do you want John Cena to win? To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. I think at this point, you want John Cena to win, not because of anything else or how it is, but I think personally it leads to that ambiance. If John Cena wins and Cody Rhodes lose, I think seeing how the crowd reacts to John Cena winning is the starting trigger of Cody Rhodes waking up, aka going to heel mode. But I think at this point, I think this is actually, and I won't be surprised. This is a turnaround precursor. The Rock said he wanted Cody Rhodes' soul, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe he's still gonna get it. And the reason how he gets this is he has to use John Cena to get Cody Rhodes to take that soul. But he's gonna do it. But this time it's gonna be through force. He has to show him that you think these people love you? No, they don't. And trust me, when you fail, you will see for yourself that they don't give a fuck about you. And at that point, that's when they realize. The thing about it, it's the same way. When The Rock did it, they didn't love him no more. All that, fuck out of here, I'm out of here, I'm going to Hollywood. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. But when he comes back around, oh, we miss you. Same thing with John Cena. Oh, his name, whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. Okay. Now, guess what? Cody Rhodes, you about to be in that same pool. You might just not be loved. And you're going to find out the hard way. And guess what? The true American Nightmare is going to pop out. And at that point, I think The Rock finally gets his man.
Damn.
Hello and hello.
So a double turn.
I think that's how they play this.
Cena go face.
It's the smartest way to do it.
And Cody go heel. Damn. We ain't had one of those in a minute.
It's the smartest play you have on the books right now. That's the best way I see it.
Yes, sir. That's all right. Shit, gonna see. We most definitely gonna see. I can't wait. We on the countdown to WrestleMania, people. We on the countdown. It's right around the corner. We gonna be most definitely doing a live reaction to it.
That's crazy. They got a new pay-per-view they call WWE Evolution.
Yeah, the Evolution 2.
Well, so far I don't see there's a number to it, but okay.
Yeah, it's the first one was the Evolution is an all women pay-per-view.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So the first one, Ronda Rousey came up with the idea.
Oh,
and the second one, Bayley been trying to push it to come back.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's an all women's pay-per-view. The first one did pretty good, but Ronda Rousey was in charge of it. You feel me? I don't know if they got that star power like that right now, because Ronda Rousey had the star power, that push. She had that, she can put her hands on things that the other ones couldn't. Now, Evolution 2, let's just hope it be good.
So let's see.
Let's just hope it be. That's all right. That's all I can say.
So far for Stand and Deliver, there is Stephanie Valkyrie versus To Be Named. Then they got the North American, the North American match for the ladder match for the women's division. They only got Jordan and Zora so far. The triple threat match for the NXT title. Interesting.
Yep.
And they're saying that Trick. They say they predict Trick will win the triple threat. If that's the truth, then I was right. Then that man ain't leaving.
Whoever win that triple threat is in charge of that new group. So we're gonna see how that play out.
And look, the speak to that new group, I'm sorry to say this whole idea of the Shield 2.0, that group is a bum. That ain't no 2.0 Shield. You want to know what that group reminds me of? You remember that team that freaking Mustafa Ali was running?
Yeah.
That's the same bitch ass group that this shit is. And y'all failed at it for a second time. That shit's ass. How much times you motherfucking show these dudes to come back and all you see is freaking Opa and Trick and what's the name? Sorry about this. Shoot. I had his name.
Javon Evans.
Javon Evans fighting each other, and then these dudes are in the crowd like, was this supposed to happen? What are we doing?
I mean, the last Wednesday they laid them all out.
Man, look, I just saying this. It's like then their story gripe is, oh, we're doing this because we ain't giving our opportunities. Last time I checked, what opportunities did you ever earn?
Nah, that's what they said. I don't remember them saying that.
That's the whole point. They never earned shit. What opportunities you ever had?
Only thing they teased was Deion Lennox was walking past Trick Williams, and Trick Williams bumped her with his shoulder, and then Deion Lennox looked back like, man, I know this motherfucker didn't just bump me. And that was the last time we seen the Deion Lennox until this new group came.
That's my whole point. It's like y'all talking about y'all being treated unfair with no opportunity. It's like, where did you ever fight for any opportunity? That's what I'm saying. That thing is pivotal.
Like Deion Lennox only needed a story because his in-ring performance was good. What's up, A-Dub? A-Dub in the building. Appreciate you coming through, boy. Yes, sir. But Deion Lennox, like, his in-ring performance was good. They just didn't give him no story.
I mean, yeah, his in-ring performance was good, but that's what I'm saying. It's like they were sending him over with these female, like, mixed tags.
with
Adonis
and Petrovic and Nikki Lyon's situation. Yeah.
I'm like, what are we talking about here? Like, y'all dudes, like, two of y'all dudes is brand new. Only two of y'all been here so far. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Man, that was just sour work. I'm telling you.
So it's just mediocre. It's like I don't have no time for that. Like I couldn't even be talking about more opportunities.
They need to rewrite that story. They don't need to be coming in talking about some no opportunity. They need to come in saying we came here for destruction.
Exactly. That's what we're gonna do. That's what you should be talking about. Some destruction. You want opportunity. You should have started your behind over there trying to motherfucking climb up and be about what? Go for the what? I forgot that damn trophy, the Heritage Cup. Go for the Heritage Cup. You want an opportunity so bad. Like, it was going on with you, A-Dub.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should have went and did that stuff. So this idea of opportunity missed me. It's stale.
Yeah. I ain't catch all that they said that, but at the same time, they need to just come in and just say we here to just cause a ruckus. That's it.
That's what they should have been saying.
They don't need to be talking about nothing besides tearing shit up. That's it. That's the only purpose they need. We here to tear this shit up and make a name for ourselves. That's it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I have. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to relook back at some of this stuff, but it's becoming very lackluster. That's why I said, bro. I was happy at Elimination Chamber, but now
now it's looking
this shit right here.
It's wishy seesaw. It's a seesaw game. That's why I said, is it shaking up for better or if it's shaking up for worse?
We'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. They gotta deliver. WrestleMania gotta deliver. Come Come on now, Rock. You say you're 20 steps ahead of us, but goddamn, them 20 steps sometimes be a long ass story to get to them last couple steps. Story been too long. We've been canceled out the story.
Look, I always say this: there is nothing wrong with you building a long story, but don't have us waiting in the air for you to complete it. Because that's just nasty work, and I don't got time for that.
Right.
I almost
have a waiting too goddamn long. Yeah.
For real, like nah. If the story, if the twist wasn't the way they made the Naomi and Jay thing, I would be done with the story right now. Like fuck the story. But lucky enough, they actually made it good. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Right. So hopefully, damn, these slow bills, I ain't even a lot of slow bills is irritating though. Like, damn, when we finally, we be satisfied with the end, but it's no good parts in between. Like the in between parts is fucking flat. And that ain't good. That's still not good for a story. Gotta keep us excited.
But yeah, but
gotta
one thing
keep us excited.
If they do pull the plug and they switch Roman, then I only got one thing to say, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all switch Roman right now, again, y'all just keep proving the point. Y'all want to talk about the fans don't know what they want? I'm going to say this. WWE, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. Where was the so-called big face churn that y'all supposed to sell us? Man, fuck. Man, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. You just can't, bro.
Hey, Doug, yeah, start watching some wrestling, man.
Yeah, there's some beautiful things out there, boy. Trust me, believe me.
Hey, you're gonna see some shit. Especially in NXT. NXT, you're gonna see some things, man.
Boy, there's some pound cakes around there, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And caramel.
I'm talking about all culture too. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, this we're gonna see what today is. Today is Saturday. I went live today because tomorrow I'm gonna be gaming for my it's gonna be like a birthday shot screen. So me and Chris supposed to be playing Fortnite tomorrow. Every time we fall, we take a shot. So that's for tomorrow night. So you best believe I'm gonna be running. I ain't trying to take all that. I be man, I'm not finna keep dying and getting a shot, man. I probably won't make it through the whole screen. Shit, be over there to sleep with the joystick in my hand. But yeah, that's what's supposed to be doing tomorrow night on the Dr. Frizzle channel. So yeah. It's gonna be why. That's why I did the weekly wrestling tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, other than that, though, man, that's all I got. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got for him. Yeah, we can go and shut it. We can go and shut it down. And y'all can catch me on Dr. Frizzle Frost or Warrior Spirit tomorrow night. We're gonna be gaming. Make sure you got your notification turned on because we gonna start back on regular schedule Sunday night, weekly wrestlings. I'm not for sure if I'm gonna be still doing watch alongs. I'm not for sure if I'm still gonna be doing watch alongs or not. But maybe I'm gonna be doing a pay-per-view watch alongs though after hours. Just keep your notification turned on because sometimes I be off, sometimes I don't, and I have to watch it after I get off work if I'm working. Other than that, people, we about to be up out this thing, man. I be the main event. This is my co-host, Wiley. And we'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace. Prosperity to you all. Y'all have a good one. Stay safe. We out of this thing, man. Yeah.
He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness. Till one day, he was left to die. He then would rise again. He then would embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness. Shh. He's coming.